See my life has been in motion. I'm a little windy. I'm not giving up yet. If you with me, time to place up your bet. Ain't no turning back, got niggas who ran. When we caught his ass, got caught in that jam. Yeah, you know who I am. Yeah, you know who I am. I can feel it coming. I can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. Yeah, you can feel it coming. Fake love, that snake you in your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it.
I had to look at all the moving parts. Yeah, tell me back when niggas stand up love. When they say love, make you blind. Yeah, I'm introverted. I don't talk to niggas cause I'm constantly serving. I got a trap on top of my bed, I got a murder. Head goes out of black, the streets wanna murder. This shit come with burdens, the streets wanna murder. Streets wanna murder. I told you that the gang of bars come with burdens. This shit come with burdens. This shit come with burdens. This shit come with burdens. Hate the city red. All the shit I see replaying in my head. Heard the street smoker, so we call them boys instead. Black wanna murder when they call with another day. And I pray they wouldn't. But it was right, really. Niggas was crooked. Playing the pity with niggas that cause them a bullet. Ain't wanna do it to him, but I had to pull it. We'll put in the streets, we'll put in the trap, my head on the music. I wear my balls on this microphone, it's therapeutic. I know the streets listen when I talk, I can't abuse it, I can't abuse it. I can't abuse it, I can't abuse it, I can't abuse it. I don't talk to niggas cause I'm constantly serving. I got a trap on top of my bed, I got a murder. Head goes on the block, the streets wanna murder. This shit come with burden. I'm introverted. I don't talk to niggas cause I'm constantly serving. I got a trap on top of my bed, I got a murder. Head goes on the block, the streets wanna murder. This shit come with burdens. The streets wanna murder. Streets wanna murder. I told you that this gang of bars come with burdens. This shit come with burdens. This shit come with burdens. If you're a baby, you know I get it. Stuck on the grind, bitch, I'm on a mission. Over they talk a little baby, I'm different. Hand on my nuts, I handle my business. Hit on my phone, shit in the business. I'm really rapping the shit that I'm living. I got a problem inside of my mind. I hear the streets talking, they tell me to get it. Yeah, I gotta get it. Yeah, man, she tell me I'm tripping. All of my money was out of my music to give myself what I was missing. Yeah, I never asked them niggas for a band. I never called them niggas in the jam. I know the ops stepping in the moon. I know my head going for a tan. I don't talk to niggas cause I'm constantly serving. I got a trap on top of my bed.
Man, shout out to the American Aborigines in the chat, man. If y'all lit this Grand Rising, make sure y'all drop them fire emojis in the chat. It's very, very important for you guys to hit that like button. Y'all already know what's going on, man. It's your brother, Big Aboriginal Power, man. The vibes is right. This is the Wake and Bake Show. Let me know where y'all at. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. We'll get announcements out there. Let's get to the music. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Make sure y'all support the movement. Share the live stream, man. It's your brother, Big Aboriginal Power.
Yeah, rhyme so dope, my eyes low. When you move like God, the time slow. I came back for the blacks and John Doe's. Crack open them land patents, let go of them townhomes. What's a native to a native? Eat $5 dough if he not melanated. Pale faces got you waiting on a savior. Sending prayers up, he texting back on vacation. Yeah. God's children. Give all your praise to Jesus, but how God feeling? He say put no one before him in divine image. It's you and God are Christians. I got a vision, but niggas ain't gotta listen, so they don't. We came from the soil, wasn't fucking with no boats. Bible took our spirit, English plotted on our homes. Tribal families turn on us, don't act like y'all don't know. But fuck them and they grudges. We was something turned to nothing. And now we nothing's turned to something. Reincarnation of angels, fresh up out the oven. This the message to the black man. 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 Shooters on my roof, lawyers in the coop. We can never die, bitch, we bulletproof. This the message to the black man. This the message to the black man. You wasn't slaves, you was prisoners of war. You stop wasting your time, these other bitches ain't important. You ain't meditating, you ain't mating with the sauce. Like what the fuck's a noodle if you ain't painted with the sauce? I find it hard to trust the pastor who read the side with the master who preaching we should submit while getting murdered and captured. About how we should wait on God is never our vernacular. They get paid and praised by the dollar long as they keeping us stagnant. And niggas think they woke, huh? Like you could change a whole world through a vote, huh? Like slave masters willing to let their slave go, huh? That slave master was probably your kinfolk, huh? History in reverse, a black king strategy. When blacks were your majesty, they always had your pyramids but point to where the castles be. Aristocracies with your last name patent accurately. Yeah. And I ain't even tell half the shit. Like, I ain't even tell a quarter of the shit. I'm just getting started. Y'all niggas rap about busting guns and all this weird shit. I'm trying to get my people back, nigga.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's get it.
Hey man, all I'm saying is, nigga, you always got something to say. It's like you don't shut up.
Blazing on the track.
A lot of niggas died 1865. Single Michael fled high, I ain't gon' let it ride. Everybody hollering black was never on your side. They do maps to tell your apps where you sleep at night. They put that white man on. Got you begging them for answers like that white man know. Had you swearing you was African, that's that white man home. Had you proud to be a savage, that's that white man's zone. And I ain't talking shit, this by definition. And being savage was our nature, y'all be non-existent. We done took your ass out when we was in them kitchens. Instead of showing you how to live and how to maintain business. White supremacy fake. Only way that shit real is if you do what they say.
To everybody in the chat, man, we better keep this thing going. I want everybody to hit that like button. Let's get into it. This is the Wake Make Show, man. Smack that like button.
So dope, my eyes low. When you move like God, the time slow.
Suave on the track.
Whatever it takes. Alleyway.
Coco, this your season right now.
They won't see me. They won't let me care. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. I won't let them care. They won't see me care. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. I can't let them care. They won't see me care. I put attention, all in my blood, all in my veins. They started with perky, now that hair right up his veins. You started with serving, now them drugs drove you insane. Started with dealing, I grew up with killers, they taught me the game. I got some niggas that die behind, and that shit won't never the same. I know some niggas that lie behind, and that bullet had his name. Ain't no reason to cry about, cause that shit won't never change. MTF the 4th and P, my niggas can't get out the game.
I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stir. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stir. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah.
Lost, see, I glossed too, and shit ain't been the same. Heard the ops talking to the.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. It's your brother, Big Aboriginal Power, man. How y'all feeling out there, man? Peace and blessings. You already know the vibes. Hey, man, we got another packed house live stream, man. And hey, I want to see at least 200 people in here by the 30-minute mark. When we do that, I'm gonna need each and every one of you guys to share the live stream. Shout out to everybody tuning in that's not able to type, that's on a daily commute, that's busy, this grand rising. Peace and blessings to you. Happy Father's Day to the fathers out there that's listening, that's not able to type in the chat. I do want to take the time out to shout out to some of my brothers and sisters that took their time out to come comment in the chat on this beautiful, beautiful day, man. Shout out to my brother T-Rock in the chat, my nigga Terry. Shout out to Mac Team, Time, Black Wolf, Richie Taylor, Smoke Signals, Snake God. Shout out to Khalil Finch. You already know the vibe. Shout out to Black Wolf. Shout out to Jesse Stevenson's in the building. Shout out to Antoinette Johnson. Shout out to Big Block. Shout out to Leonidas. All right. Shout out to Leonidas in here. Shout out to Chief Crazy Overstanding. Enos, TNAC King, Shamel Thompson. Nonetheless, Sagittarius Jones and Aboriginal Phoenix. All right. Shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to all the fathers out there, man. Can we, from everybody in the chat, can we get some fire emojis in the chat, maybe for the fathers in here, man? Turn up for the fathers in here. Shout out to y'all. It's y'all day to turn up, man. We got a special edition, Father's Day edition build, highlighting some of the elder men in our past that laid down the blueprint, and often some of the tools and mechanics that we still use today for successful living. So shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to my sister Chick Homedy Root. Shout out to Chief Jonesy as well. Pop Reed in the building. Everybody give Pop Reed a special some special love in the chat, man. Him being one of the elders in here. So I want to say happy Father's Day to you, brother Wilmore Reed. Shout out to Wilmore Reed in the building. Let's try to get at least 200 people in this chat today, okay? Let's try to get 200 people in this chat today, okay? It's gonna be a good ass build. I got a firehouse lined up for you guys. I want everybody to hit that like button. You want to support the channel, follow me on Instagram and all that good stuff. Tags at the bottom right of the screen. Make sure y'all go follow me on Instagram. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. Shout out to Big Chief Fuck You Crackers, man. Shout out to my dog in here. Shout out to Tunis Bay in the building. Shout out to RPF AM LLC in the building. Shout out to you in the building as well, man. Shout out to a Big Dog Philly OG, man. That's another OG in the building. Happy Father's Day. Hey, man, I do want to make the special announcement. Me and Lex will be battling August the 20th. It's going down. He's going to die. So make sure y'all mark that in. We'll be talking more about that later on this week. But me and Lex will be battling August the 20th. All right. Just want to put that in the atmosphere for you guys. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. How y'all feeling, man? Let's try to get 200 people in here. We want to at least get 200 before it even hit the 30-minute marker, man. We want to turn up. So in order to do that, I'm going to need each and every one of you guys to share the live stream. So like I said, appreciate everybody supporting the movement, man. Shout out to everybody. I want to say happy Father's Day again to all the fathers coming in. Shout out to Chick Homedy Roots for the cash out donation. We appreciate all the support. Humbly. We really appreciate that. So shout out to my sister Chick Homedy Roots for the cash out donation. Hey, y'all support the channel. Don't let the sister Chick Homedy Roots be the only one to support the channel. All right. So make sure y'all hit that like button. Share the live stream. Y'all know how the algorithm be playing. Y'all ready to get into this? Like, get 15 like, get more. Yeah, man, we only got like 15 likes in here. Can we do a little better than that? Can we do a little better than that, man? If we got some Aborigines in the chat, man, drop them fire emojis. We got some proud Aborigines in the chat, man. We ain't about to play no more games, man. We about to turn up from here on out. I told y'all I've been hitting y'all every day with the heat, every day with the flame. I've been coming every day with the heat. It shouldn't even be no motherfucking confusion how much heat we coming with on this side. So I need y'all to drop them fire emojis, man. I do this shit for y'all, man. And this information will never get out as far as it do without you guys sharing it and pushing this information as well. Shout out to Dave Vaughn. Happy Father's Day, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Jimmy Albo Truth, Brandon Rogers. What's going on, Mr. Brandon Rogers? Good to see you in the chat. The Bomb Mom C3C in the building. My brother Tayshawn, happy Father's Day. Shout out to my brother Tayshawn. One of the hardest working Aborigines in the community, man. Definitely does his due diligence. All right, man, I'm not even going to hold y'all any longer, man. I know y'all ready to get into it. Y'all ready to get into it, drop them copper grizzly emojis, man. Drop the grizzly emoji. Press grizzly. Press grizzly in the chat, man. Drop them grizzly emojis. We're going to get straight into what we got lined up for you guys, man. So with that being said, we're going to take a quick 30-second break. That's going to give you enough time to hit the like button and to share the live stream. Hit the like button and share the live stream. And we'll be right back with this fire information bill we got. Shout out to all the fathers, man. Why do history books lie? Let's get it. All right, wait no longer, man. It's your brother Big Aboriginal Power. We back. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all support the channel too, man. Make sure y'all support the channel. My bad, you guys. If you're not following me on Instagram, make sure y'all follow me. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. All that good stuff is at the bottom right of the screen, man. Right by the copper grizzly. Go follow me on Instagram. Share the live screen. All right, we ain't gonna wait no farther, man. Let's get right into it, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Lewis Luck, Elizabeth Young, Mississippi Indigenous. Shout out to y'all. Make sure y'all share the live stream. Let's get it.
So I guess we can go to the screen and start out with some very important facts on indigenous history. Are you gonna? Can you turn it to? Okay, you got it. Okay, yes, sir. You got it. All right. So what I'm going to start out with is some history on the Eastern Seaboard of what the people pictured themselves as and who were these people and how it led into what we know of as the American Republic. Now I'm using words here. Often you hear the word democracy. The word democracy is not the original word that was in the Constitution. And we have to figure out, when did this country become a democracy and what is a democracy as opposed to a republic? And why is that even important to your understanding of jurisprudence and law and civics right now? Okay? Because a republic is what is guaranteed to each of the states by the federal government in this Constitution, Article 4 of the Constitution. And according to the general definition of the word republic, a republic is a system of government that derives its power from the people.
So listen, I'm gonna skip a little bit of this up. I'm gonna go up to like around the 35-minute marker so we can get right into the meat and potatoes.
Tells the truth.
Let's get it.
Thompson also witnessed the Delaware and Mohawk condolence ceremony 2 decades before the American independence. Check this out. It was Thompson who faithfully recorded the ceremony, bestowing an Iroquois name on John Hancock. Now, a lot of things that they do is they mix these names up, because these weren't the original names of the people. Iroquois, Delaware, etc. I told you who they.
These not the original names. I want y'all to pay attention to that, man. Hey, this is about to be one of them lit bills. I'm gonna need y'all to pay attention. Shout out to Antoinette Johnson for the Cash App donation. She said she's starting the $2 challenge today. I appreciate that, man. Start the $2 challenge. Antoinette starting the $2 challenge. Make sure y'all support the movement, man. Get involved with the $2 challenge, man. Donate, hit the like button, share the live stream. Shout out to Jimmy O for the cash out donation. He said, let's get it, man. Grizzly shit. You already know, man. Grizzly shit, man. All the way to the Tennessee, man. You already know the vibes, man. Shout out to Internet for pushing the $2 challenge on the donation end, man. Make sure y'all support the movement. Shout out to Internet Johnson and Jimmy O. We about to get right into this fire bill. Let's get it.
Show you who they were. One example of the legacy his interest in Native America left us in ancient documents.
My nigga say he's smoking on that kush cake and guava leaf. Okay, let's talk about it. It's wake and bake. What y'all smoking on and where y'all at this grand rising?
Years after the American Revolution, Benjamin Rush asked Thompson to write a history of the American Revolution, but Thompson declined, saying this. Listen to this. I will not, for I shall contradict all histories of the great events of the Revolution. Now, this is the man who was the Secretary of Congress saying, if I write down what I know, I'm going to contradict everything that y'all got. And show by my account of men, motives, and measures that we are wholly indebted to Providence for its successful issue, which means that there's got to be an act of God.
I'm going to run this back, man. Like 20 seconds. Make sure y'all hit the like button, man. The goal is to try to get I'm going to try to get 200 people in here before the 30-minute marker. So I need everybody in the live stream to share the live stream on all your social media outlets, right? Shout out to everybody in the chat, Trout Moses, Conscious Goddess, Two Stick, Smoke Signal. Shout out to everybody, man. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers once again. Let's get it.
Now, this is the man who was the Secretary of Congress saying, if I write down what I know, I'm going to contradict everything that y'all got. And show by my account of men, motives, and measures that we are wholly indebted to Providence for its successful issue, which means that there's got to be an act of God for allowing for us to begin to change these histories this quick and make the changes that we're making.
Man, make sure y'all roll on woods, man. I could tell dude from down south. He said he got 2 pearls. They only say that down south, fam. So I know you got 2 woods pearled up. Me too. Let's get it.
Providence for its successful issue, which means that there's got to be an act of God for allowing for us to begin to change these histories this quick and make the changes that we're making. Let the world admire the supposed wisdom and valor of our great men. Perhaps they may adopt the qualities that have been ascribed to them, and thus good be done. I shall not undeceive future generations. So this is him in the book Autobiography of Benjamin Rush, page 155 by George Corner, Corner. Okay, so basically what this man is saying, first of all, he was amongst these people.
Shout out to Lewis Luck as well for the PayPal donation, man. Shout out to Lewis Luck for the PayPal donation. We appreciate that. PayPal tags ticking across the screen. Shout out to my bro, man. Y'all turning up out here. I'm gonna shout out everybody in the next 20 minutes that's donating. Shout out to Lewis Luck.
Gave him a name. They initiated him. He took their Bible, translated it from Hebrew and Greek into English, and made it the first translation of the Septuagint in America. Okay? And he also said that he's not going to write down anything because he knew that these people were switching these histories up. Now, this man is also the designer of the seals of government on the money. Now, if you go to your Department of State website, they give the whole history of him designing these seals. The seals came in 1782. But notice that the United States government only uses this little seal with the eagle on it. Congress has passed resolutions up to 4 times have the die cut for this seal, but they never did it until it was put on the $1 bill, Series A $1 bill in 1935. First time in American history. Now, what does that mean, brother? What are you telling me about, brother? Why is all the symbolism on the money anyway? What does it mean? Why would a country need 2 seals? And what is being communicated to you that we have not picked up? All right. We're going to go back to the slides. Benjamin Banneker. That's how you spell his name correctly. Banneker. The offspring of the Ka, or spirit. Now, I know we've learned all kind of histories about him, but his almanacs tell who he was. A lot of people say his grandmother was white and she was from Wales, and she came over and she purchased his grandfather, whose name was Banneker, who was a Moorish prince, and she freed him from slavery and they started their little farm. That's a lie. How do we know that it's a lie? First of all, he talked about his grandparents in his own almanacs. So let's take his words and let's not take anybody else's words. What does he have to say about the racial origin of his history? Well, let's read it, because this is important.
All right, we're about to get into the Benjamin Banneker, Benjamin Franklin flip, man. This is a whole good twist. They lie about people in history, switch up the names, and put a whole new image out. All right. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all support the channel. Hit the like button, man. It's going to be a fire one. Let's try to get 200 people in here. You know what I'm saying? Let's try to get 200 people in here before the 30-minute mark. We get like 5 minutes. Let's get it. Shout out to all the American Aborigines in the chat. If y'all can hear everything loud and clear, by the way, make sure y'all drop some fire emojis in the chat right now. Let me know that y'all can hear everything loud and clear.
Now, Mr. Banneker had 6 almanacs, and he also had a farmer's almanac. All right, just like this. This is not copy correct. All right, let me pull one out. He had 6 almanacs. And this gentleman did an enormous amount of work in founding the design for this country. But I want to read a few things about his grandmother that he placed in his almanac, if I could find it in his text. Go on, and I'll come back to it. Is the name of his grandmother, and she was from Wales.
I didn't get that name. Something's going on with the audio on his end. Let's see if we can get the name.
Is the name of his grandmother, and she was from Wales. Now, anybody who knows history during the time period that she lived, Great Britain was in a civil war because of the Moors, Black Africans, being in Wales, in the place that we call Wales, which is the southeast. Great Britain. Now look himself. This is a quote from Benjamin Banneker, Silvio A. Bedini. He says, and this is him commenting to Thomas Jefferson: "I freely and cheerfully acknowledge that I'm of the African race, and it is a sense of the most profound gratitude to the supreme ruler of the universe." So not only does he say black, he say I'm of the deepest dye, which means I'm rich. Okay? And I want to get to the part that talks about his grandmother very quickly.
It's going in and out, so I'm gonna try to break down what he's saying as best as possible. So bear with me. The audio is crazy, but this is a fire ass loud. Let's get it.
Okay, here it is. This is from his almanac. This is from his Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia almanac and ephemeris. And this is the commentator commenting the introduction. Baltimore, August 20th, 1791. A free black was born in Baltimore County.
I don't know what the fuck is going on. I hate this.
And his mother was the daughter of Banneker and Molly Walsh. Okay, let's go back. This is a book called The Discovery and Archaeological Excavation of the Benjamin Banneker Homestead in Baltimore County, Maryland. Now, in Baltimore County, Maryland, or during that time period, only landowners could or would pay taxes. Women particularly white women, were not landowners and did not pay taxes. But what this book proves is that James Banneker and his wife, which were, you know, his grandparents, another name that he went by, both were taxpayers. And if I could read the comment very quickly.
Shout out to my mama in the chat. What's going on, mama? Grand Rising mother.
Directly from the history of Banneker. Okay.
So I'm sorry about the audio. Bear with me. I'm going to do my best to break this down. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in the chat. I want to say once again, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, man. Coming from big Aboriginal power in the Aboriginal community. Happy Father's Day, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, support the channel. If you're not following me on Instagram, tags at the bottom right of the screen. Hey, man, let's get it, man. It's going to be one of them ones, man. It's going to be one of them ones. If you ain't subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Let's get it.
A lot of this information I'm going to have to come back to. I'll come back to that. But in particular, I just wanted to cover the fact that Banneker's lineage was all black. All right? Now let's go quickly into parts of the subject that we want to go to. Now.
Khalil, you here it go.
This man is given credit for the design of Washington, D.C. Now, why is the design of Washington, D.C. so important?
Fire in the hole.
What did I do with that slide that quick? Why is the design of this city so important? What did I do with the slide there? Very, very powerful. This is from the book that we wrote, Benjamin Banneker, A True Founding Father. Now, what you're looking at here is the triangle that denotes the three most important areas in Philadelphia and in Washington, D.C., that deal with particular positions of government, places where government is operated, the executive and the legislative in particular. Okay? Now, what we have to also remember is that Washington, D.C. was not the first capital. New York was the capital, but during the time that the Constitution was written, guess where the capital was? Right here. Washington, D.C. was not even designed yet. I'm telling you that he designed it in the 1790s. And this is 1787. So what district are they talking about in this document? Raise a question. That's all. If this was the capital, they're talking about this district first.
Shout out to my brother nonetheless. I'm gonna run this back, man. He's breaking this down from the history of the true history of Benjamin Banneker, from which he wrote it down, compared to what mainstream historians illustrate.
Designed yet. I'm telling you that he designed it in the 1790s. And this is 1787. So what district are they talking about in this document? Raise a question. That's all. If this was the capital, they're talking about this district first, before DC, because DC wasn't built yet. They're going to lay out the survey. This survey was already laid out, and this is why I'm showing you that both cities have a construct of a triangle that are.
And you know what's crazy is, for anybody that's ever been to the Northeast and went to Baltimore or went to Philly, or who's visually seen it on film, seen the city of Baltimore and the city of Philadelphia, it's almost hard to say what city it is. They almost look identical. They look identical. It's hard to tell what city you in. You have to know the streets and the areas, but they virtually look the same, because they was designed and the architect came from the same person, which is Benjamin Banneker. Let's get into that.
Exactly the same, where particular places before DC, because DC wasn't built yet. They're going to lay out the survey. The survey was already, and this is why I'm showing you that both cities have a construct of a triangle that are exactly the same, where particular places of governing systems operate. Okay? All right. So if you look up top, you see the White House is where the pyramid was, or the art museum. Okay?
Remember, I told y'all about the pyramid, the old White House is actually the art museum today in downtown Philadelphia. Well, we're gonna break that down some more as well. Like I said, we're gonna have to do a whole history tour, man. I might have to do a whole tour for y'all. If y'all want a tour this summer, I might put that together. If y'all want to pop out, come in from different areas, I'll do a whole tour. We'll spend 2 days taking a tour throughout the whole downtown area, breaking down the Aboriginal history. Y'all down with that? I might do that for y'all this summer.
Okay? All right. So if you look up top, you see the White House is where the pyramid was, or the art museum. Okay? Next, you see the Washington Monument, where the Washington Monument would be, or 30th Street Station, which is where all the commerce comes in and out of the city, and the post office. Put there for a reason. Commerce is the exchange of energy and communication. All right? This is laid out by some.
Yo, I will do that, man. We can put together a huge tour. All you Aboriginals put together. It's like a get together. That'll be part of the itinerary, is to make sure we do a whole tour through the downtown area, going to the ancient pyramid and the ancient White House of the Continental Congress. Go through all that shit, man. If y'all down, how many people will show up? If y'all will show up and pop out, drop them fire emojis. I just want to see by show of fire emojis how many people will pop out.
Next, you see the Washington Monument, where the Washington Monument would be, or 30th Street Station, which is where all the commerce comes in and out of the city, and the post office. Put there for a reason. Commerce is the exchange of energy and communication. All right? This is laid out by some serious scientists. And the Capitol building, or Congress, is in the exact same place as City Hall is. Okay? Now,
listen, all these places that he's talking about is in walking distance. We could walk to each of these places in downtown Philadelphia, from City Hall to the Art Museum to Market Square to Union Square, Logan Square, all this whole area. We'll go to the ancient city of Philadelphia, because it was only a 4-block square radius. So we can go to the ancient city of Philadelphia, breaking down the history, looking at the historical architecture. Hey, man, I think it'll be a dope event, man. We might have to put that together.
City Hall has something very interesting at it. Only 2 places in America you can go, and you walk in the place where the legislation is passed, you will walk across the zodiac. Now, what is the symbolism? What's the symbolism of the zodiac being right in the middle of City Hall in Philadelphia, where all of the laws for the country were made?
Hey, I can't hit me up, bro. We're gonna have to put that together real smooth. Like, I definitely want you to be a part of it. Hit me up, bro. We're gonna put together something nice, man.
Prior to it being City Hall, it was the waterworks station. Okay?
Let's run that back.
What is the symbolism? What's the symbolism of the zodiac being right in the middle of City Hall in Philadelphia, where all of the laws for the country were made?
Not only all the laws for the country was made, all of the actual signatures that needed for other countries to become a country was signed here. You also find every nation's flag downtown by the old pyramid, by the old White House, or the art museum in downtown Philadelphia. You can find every nation's flag there, and it's a significance to history to why you see that. And I'm gonna save some shit, because we might be doing a tour there, and I don't want to give you everything. So I'm gonna hold off on a lot of shit during this live stream, but we really might be putting together a tour get together of downtown Philadelphia, hitting a lot of these historical Aboriginal places and breaking down the history in real time. I would love to see a gang of the Aborigines pop out for that. Let's get it, y'all.
Prior to it being City Hall, it was the waterworks station. Okay? But of course, it was later developed into City Hall. What is the significance? Go to DC, you find the same thing.
That's true.
Now, another significant thing about these two places is these are the only two places in the world where you have the zodiac reversed. What do I mean by reversed? If you drew a circle and you drew the zodiac down, it would have a natural progression to it. Okay? You would go from Aries to Taurus to Gemini to Cancer to Leo to Virgo to Libra to Sagittarius to Scorpio to Sagittarius.
Hey man, let's run that back a little bit. I want y'all to make sure y'all paying attention. Hey, hit that like button, y'all. We got 154 people in here. Let's give it another try. Let's try to hit 200 people about an hour marker, man. They give us 20 minutes to share the live stream and all that good stuff. Make sure y'all support the channel, man. Hit the like button, man. Support the channel. I want to say once again, peace and blessings. And I want to say happy Father's Day to all the fathers that's in the chat that's tuning in. Hey man, peace and blessings to y'all. Enjoy y'all day. If you were just now tuning in, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. You're going to want to get all your latest updates and notifications to the live. If y'all can hear the audio loud and clear, please drop some fire emojis in the chat. Your brother Big Aboriginal Power. Let's get it.
World where you have the zodiac reversed. What do I mean by reversed? If you drew a circle and you drew the zodiac down, it would have a natural progression to it. Okay? You would go from Aries to Taurus to Gemini to Cancer to Leo to Virgo.
Keep breaking that shit down right now. Are y'all paying attention? Are y'all even paying attention? Man, y'all gotta wake up.
To Libra, to Sagittarius, to Scorpio, to Sagittarius, to Capricorn, to Aquarius, to Pisces. But because the Earth is spinning.
Your birthday was yesterday, Ahmad. Shout out to my Gemini brother. Shout out to my Gemini brother. Shout out to Ahmad Belton. Happy Earth Day, brother. Everybody show some love to Ahmad Belton in the chat, man. Happy Earth Day.
To Scorpio, to Sagittarius, to Capricorn, to Aquarius, to Pisces. But because the Earth is spinning in an eastwardly direction, if you were to draw it on a piece of paper, you would have to draw that going counterclockwise. But if you go to DC and you go to Philadelphia, you'll see it's in a clockwise direction. Okay? Now we're gonna make each other minor astronomers today. If you go outside tonight and you look up in the sky, say at about 9:30, you're gonna see a big constellation called Orion. It has these three little stars that make a belt. Okay? And right above that, you're gonna see Taurus, Gemini, etc. These various constellations. Excuse me, you won't see that. You'll see Aquarius and Pisces. All right. So, and we're moving into Aries. But the significant thing about that is that if you want to understand time, you don't need a watch, because the watch is based on the zodiac. That's why you have 12 on it and the progressions. All right. So the real watch is the movements of heavens and the earth. Okay? I'm gonna be very clear. So if you understand.
Sorry about some of the audio cutting in and out. That's obviously on his end. So if y'all can hear everything, just drop them fire emojis for me, man. I'm gonna do my best to try to cipher it when it get real bad, but I'm pretty sure y'all can catch what's being said right now. So drop them fire emojis, share the live stream. If you ain't shared it on Instagram yet, go share it. Tag me in it. At me. Big Aboriginal Power. You understand me? Big Aboriginal Power. Big _ Aboriginal _ Powers at the bottom right of the screen by the grizzly bear. Make sure y'all support the channel. Go follow me on Instagram.
outside and all day long or all night long, you just see the zodiacs moving across the horizon from the east to the west, setting. And there will be 12 major ones. All right? The only other place in the world where you have a reverse zodiac is in Egypt at a temple.
Right. Why you find it in Egypt? Because the zodiac comes from the 12 daughters of Isis. I told y'all the 12 daughters of Isis is the same thing, right? And then it later on was taken from a patriarchal lineage that turned it into the 12 tribes, okay, of Israel. It's the same shit.
Called Tentera. The only other place in the world where you have a reverse zodiac is in Egypt at a temple called Tentera. All right? And the reason why the zodiac is reversed is because of what it's communicating about time and motion. Now, you might not understand that right now, but we're going to get to it. Why are these things positioned like they are? The reason why they are positioned like they are is because they are showing some information about astronomy and cosmology. What information is that, brother? Market Street would represent the belt of the zodiac. If you were to draw it out, we're going to draw this down later so you can understand. And this plane or inclination or hypotenuse would represent the movement of the sun around the center of the universe. Which means if I drew a little graph and showed you a circle, a flat circle, the sun doesn't go straight around the circle. It's going like this. Okay? Now, what does this have to do with anything? What does this got to do with anything? Why are you talking about this, brother? Because Benjamin Banneker, being a well-informed initiate that he was, designed the foundational structures of Philadelphia and Washington, D.C. based on ancient astronomy for a very particular purpose, to leave a communication and a message to us. What message is that? Okay, first of all, if you took your protractor out, measured that angle, the angle would be 33.3 degrees. And the 33rd degree is what all Scottish Rite and Knight Templars strive to get, to the Shrine Dome. And what do you learn when you get your Shriner's degree? You learn about the original study, which is black people and mathematics. And they put this in their ritual manual. So Benjamin Banneker laid out these places.
And where do the history books tell you mathematics was created at independently? In America by the Olmec. And it's funny that he created something called the Olmec when the Olmec was the ones who created mathematics. Think about it. They planned the switcheroony.
Based on particular stars and based on ancient cosmology or ancient astronomy, which shows the exact geometric structure of the universe, which is why that G is in the middle of the protractor and the compass. Because in order to learn how to govern,
we call it a compass, but we better known it as a Mason symbol or a carpenter's square. That's called a carpenter's square. If anybody do carpenter work, every carpenter got one in his back pocket, along with a pencil and along with a, you know what I'm saying? That's a minimum a carpenter need. All right.
Yourself, you have to learn creation. Because it's from creation that you can extract the absolute laws of nature and the absolute laws of creation in order to pattern your social universe after. What do I mean by social universe? I mean society. If you do not pattern your society after that extract, then what you will get is chaos. All right? And this brother knew that science and knew that history. All right, take that down. This is what I was talking about just now. If you give a construct of the universe, and I showed you what it looked like, this is what it would look like. Now, our ancients knew this information. This would be the zodiac. And you see I have Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, and Aquarius. Now notice I have the AD date, and notice I have another date. That is the original calendar date, which means that it is not 2006 AD, or it is not 5766 time period based on what the Jews write down, because they wrote those calendars down to deceive you about time. Okay? And I wish we had time to go into that aspect, because that's important. But this construct is based on a knowledge of the physical universe, which means the universe is not everything. The universe is creation inside of space. All right? Now, you learn about this information in various places, but we don't see it. In the Bible, in the book of Ezekiel, you learn about the what? Wheel. And it had 4 parts to it. The cherubim had 4 parts. What? The head of an eagle, the head of an ox, the head of a man, and what was the last one? The head of a lion. Lion is Leo. Taurus is the ox. Scorpio is represented by the eagle, and Aquarius is represented by the man. So you're learning this ancient astronomy is a part of the Israelite or Moorish history, but it's hidden. Okay? So it all comes back. So the real year is not 2006. Okay? All right. Pull that down. This is the temple of Dendera in Egypt. Kind of bluff, but you can see some of it. All right. And what you'll find is
right now he's showing some imagery of that, man. So I'm gonna kind of skip it up to a different part of the live stream. Let's get to it.
Popped up on the scene, there was a survey. And the most important project ever. Come on, man. Commissioned as a survey of the District of Columbia.
The audio get a little worse. I don't know what happened to the mic, but let's listen.
1789, and then appears as an almanac maker in 1791. And chief surveyor designer of the District of Columbia. I don't just pop up making almanacs, making ephemeruses. You're doing all this stuff, nobody don't even know you. That's because he was hiding his identity. 1793 almanac was the most widely read book in the colonies. You got a brother who published an almanac, most widely read book in the colonies. All right? And we have to change our concept of the slavery that was going on at that time. We were at war with them. Some of us were wise enough to know what was going on. So, like some people will tell you, the Bible might not explain it, we made them temporary custodians to hold on to some of the knowledge. All right? And they know that. His activities before the first almanac. The only record they have of him from alleged birth, 1732 to 1789, when he first comes out, is some transactions at Ellicott Mill store in 1795, 1796, 1774, 1775, then in 1799. Besides that, you don't know who to do this. Ellicott Mills was Andrew Ellicott, who worked on the survey. Besides that, who was this dude? He had a special project. All right? Banneker was the secret war who designed the republic. He gave them all the information, and he hid the cosmology inside of the science that he gave them. That's how you know it's ours. All right? And we're going to show you, they kept showing the picture of this Moor with George Washington everywhere he went. And the people who were Caucasians, who were assistants to George Washington, 2 of them were painters, they wrote about it. So you know they was right there on the spot, watching what was going on, and they painted pictures during that time period. So this is not some mythical history, that's what I'm trying to say. This is real history. Let's start out with this. Banneker is given the name Moses in the cartoon called Liberty Kids. Come on every Sunday at 11 o'clock. And there was a book. Now, he's supposed to be the special assistant to Benjamin Franklin. I'm telling you, there was no Benjamin Franklin. There was a white dude there who was in the building, but Benjamin Franklin was Benjamin Banneker. The real works that are applied and given to Benjamin Franklin are really the works of Benjamin Banneker.
Hey man, we about to get into the rest of this part of this bill. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. This is about to be a dope part. I know the audio is kind of shitty, so bear with me. But this is about to be fire. I want everybody to hit the like button, thumb up the video, and support the channel, man. If you want to support the channel, share the live stream and hit that like button. If you ain't followed me on Instagram, tags at the bottom right of the screen. Let's get it.
In the building, but Benjamin Franklin was Benjamin Banneker. The real works that are applied and given to Benjamin Franklin are really the works of Benjamin Banneker. And they're telling you secretly in cartoons and everything. You know how they communicate to them. Moses 72 was a book by a dude named Cecil Curry. Write it down. And what it was, the book is about Benjamin telling you secretly in cartoons and everything. You know how they communicate to them. Moses 72 was a book by a dude named.
It's called Moses 72. That's the name of the book. Look it up, y'all.
Cecil Curry, write it down. And what it was, the book is about Benjamin Franklin having a code name Moses 72 and being a secret double agent working on behalf of building the American Republic. Now, the number 72 has everything to do with Moorish cosmology. All right? When you get high up into it, you understand there's 72 years to a solar minute. The sun goes around Sirius in a circle. There's 360 degrees in a circle. When you take 360 and multiply it by 72, you get how long the Great Year takes, which is 25,920 years. And he left it right downtown on the design for Washington, D.C. and Philadelphia. He left that sign down. We're going to show it to you. So he was the real person that was doing the work. When you look at the cartoon, it's dropping how Moses was the assistant to Benjamin Franklin, and he was helping him do everything, postmaster work, all this stuff. They never tell you who he was. Just some dude who carried free papers around. All right, so I'm talking about Benjamin Banneker and Franklin. That lets you know that something fishy is going on.
Hey, the Cash App tags at the bottom right of the screen. Support the channel, y'all.
Both were self-taught scientists, inventors, astronomers, and farmers. Self-taught, had no formal education, while all these other people was going to Yale and all these other places. No record of them going to school. Both of them. Both were clockmakers. Had their own clock shops. You know, Banneker is given the history of making a clock, and you can prove that he knew the science by what he left astronomically. All right? He was the one in his almanac that was talking about Sirius, Arcturus, and Spica, which Washington, D.C. and Philadelphia laid out on.
Let me shout out a couple people that did donate real quick, man. This is about to be fire right here. We turning up right here. Shout out to Leonardo. Shout out to Jamia Williams, and shout out to Stephen Johnson. Shout out to Smoke Signal. My bad, gang. I ain't meant to do that. Shout out to goddamn Smoke Signal. Shout out to Jamia. She said for the $2 challenge, man. I appreciate that, man. Make sure y'all support the $2 challenge in the building, man. I want to say happy Father's Day once again to all the fathers that's coming in the chat. Happy Father's Day. Once again, man, make sure y'all support the channel. Shout out to Jamia, Leonardo, and Smoke Signal for supporting the channel, man. Make sure y'all support the channel, man. Tag at the bottom right of the screen. Share the live stream. Let's get it. It's about to turn up some more. Let's get it.
Both were clockmakers. Had their own clock shops. You know, Banneker is given the history of making a clock, and you can prove that he knew the science by what he left astronomically. All right? He was the one in his almanac that was talking about Sirius, Arcturus, and Spica, which Washington, D.C. and Philadelphia laid out on. Okay? It was him. That's in his almanac. Banneker. Both published almanacs in Philadelphia. Both were abolitionists in Philadelphia. I'm saying both because there's no record of them meeting each other, ever. Even though they met the same people. Like Benjamin Rush, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson. They met the same people, but there's no record of them coming into contact, and you're not going to find it. Go find it. I give you $1,000 on the spot if you find it. Franklin was an ambassador to France. Banneker sent his almanacs to France via Jefferson. They got it right in the letter to Jefferson. And he was connected to France through his connection to Pierre Lafont, the first hired architect and designer of Washington, D.C. All right, there's other connections to France dealing with the French and Indian War and who were the Acadians, because it's all connected back in. And it caused a revolution in France when they went against the monarchy. Toussaint Louverture and all these other more that were there, they were responding to something that was going on secretly. All right, the Grand Lodge of France was not in alignment with the Grand Lodge of England. Two Masonic groups. Better get this history. Franklin was the governor of the Sons of St. Tammany, a secret society honored Chief Tammany. I got it. Of the Abenaki. The Abenaki is the root word of Banneker or Banneker Springs. And Abenaki had the three-branch system of government. So here you have tribes who giving information to the Americans to build a government. The etymology of the name of the tribe fits Banneker's name, and there was a whole confederacy called the Abenaki Confederacy. You can go look it up online. Wabanaki, they put W in it. The Wabanaki Confederacy was against the Iroquois. All right? I gotta get them. Yeah, get them off the stage. I gotta get them stage. Come on, bro. Both were musicians that played the violin and harp. When they did findings, archaeological findings at Benjamin Banneker's home in Banneker Springs, which they burned down, both of them got their homes burned down. They found glasses, spectacles, bifocals, instruments. They found all the same stuff that's connected to both of them. And I said both had their houses demolished after their alleged deaths. All right? So there's a lot of stuff that people can argue on that. I'm not arguing. I'm arguing that the stuff that you're attributing to Benjamin Franklin is really Benjamin Banneker. More is going to come out. You go. How much time I got? 10, okay. Zodiac of Banneker's almanac, showing the human body and its connection to the zodiac. The parts that each zodiac rules. Aries, the head, Taurus, the neck. And going all around the 12. The only other place that had a depiction of the human body's connection to the zodiac in America was Benjamin Franklin's almanac. All right? He gave the source, William Mills, Benjamin Franklin's printer. All right? So it's showing you which sign rules what part of the body. All right? Because we spend it in the zodiac every day. Right now, we're in Sagittarius, which means Sagittarius, or Scorpio, is rising on the horizon. Even though the monthly zodiac that we're in is Taurus. As the Earth is rotating, it's spinning through the zodiacs too. All right? As it's revolving around the sun, it's spinning through the zodiac. So we have to be aware of all those motions. And the psychological impact that it has on human beings. All right, now this is an original portrait done in 1780. It's going to get bigger after we do it. By John Campbell, who was an assistant to George Washington. And he painted this in 1780. I ain't gonna sketch this up at home and bring it to you. He painted it. And he said that it's Francis Hall, who was the son of Prince Hall. But Prince Hall don't have no son. At least there's no record for it. You go check Ancestry at Ancestry.com. You can get the records and you'll find out Prince Hall, his wife, Galileo Hall, are on there. There's no son. All right? And this was original portrait. This is George Washington in the background. You see your brother wearing a red turban with red on. George Washington has something, a paper in his hand, puts his finger to a red flag on the hill. With ships in the background, you can't see it when you see the picture. We have a printout with red flags on it. The Morris flag. So if that's Prince Hall, then is Prince Hall Benjamin Banneker the same person? because there was something going on. Here's another one, Washington and Banneker. Now, this bank was made in 1819 and original by Thomas Sutherland. And it's allegedly Prince Whipple in this picture. Prince Whipple is allegedly just this man who was floating around.
Hey man, so what y'all think, man? I'm just gonna pause it right there and get some feedback. Hey, this is a fire ass live stream, man. The connections that he's breaking down from Benjamin Banneker, all that is fire. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We're gonna keep this thing going, man. We're gonna keep this thing going. Drop them fire emojis in the chat. Drop them fire emojis. All right, let's get it. All right, let's get it, y'all. Let's get it.
Potentially. Okay? But your conscious mind needs more information. Now, again, going back to these people, they had it. And by them having it, they were able to create a so-called republic that has been in existence for 200 some odd years. Now, if you had it, what could you do? We're going to see. But getting back to the original point, if you want to outthink the people who are outthinking you, you need to know how they're outthinking you. And you need to consciously know more about the governing system of creation and how it affects your physical body before you start making your social decisions of how to govern yourself. Now, this government, the three branches, are based on that ancient system, that ancient design, that ancient paradigm. And let me pull this up real quick so we can start getting into it. Let me find it. Hold on one second, bro. Let's go here first. All right, let's start there. Now you see that seal all the time. New World Order, Novus Ordo Seclorum.
That's what's on the back of a dollar bill. Anybody got a dollar bill? Pull it out. Turn around to the back side. Look to the left side where the pyramid is. Read inside the engraving seal. That's what he's reading. So, I mean, if you want to follow along, let's get it. Y'all want to follow along.
All right, let's start there. Now you see that seal all the time. New World Order, Novus Ordo Seclorum. Nuit Coeptis. May God favor my undertaking. And then you see this eye. What eye is that? That is called the Eye of Heru. Okay? In the ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics, it was represented by the letter R, which we call Re. Sun, Re, etc. And Re, or the Eye of Re, represented what? God. Or at least the power of God. And this seal was designed by Charles Thompson after he was initiated amongst the Nanticoke Moors in 1782. This is what he got from them. That's why it was never cut or used by the United States government until they had no government. And since 1933, they haven't had a government. They had a bunch of corporations running everything because the people don't have any power. So you can't have a government where the people don't have any power. You have a concentration camp. Okay? Going back to my other point. Let me pull this up. Let me find it first. Okay, here we go, right here. That's not it. What I'm looking for is a design for the human body. And if I can find it, endocrine system, I'll get it. Okay, there we go. Let me make that bigger so you can see it.
He's showing the image of somebody's a diagram of a body.
This is the Temple of Dendera in Egypt. Kind of bluff, but you can see some of it.
It actually looked like a Mayan calendar, to be me, if you ask me.
On the 25,000 year, 920 year cycle.
It actually looked like a Mayan calendar.
Sun around the center of the universe. That's how we really count time in years. And every time the cycle ends,
this may be a Mayan calendar that was taken over there.
You start back. 25,920. And the beginning of the calendar always started in Virgo, which represents the woman. And Washington, D.C. and Philadelphia were laid out on the constellation Virgo. Okay? All right. So Benjamin Banneker was dealing with some heavy stuff. But let's go right back for a second, and then we can go into some other information. Because I'm not explaining a lot of this stuff in detail because it takes time. That's a real course. These 3 points also represented something in the human body. The 3 glands that control every function of your body in your brain. They're called the pineal, the hypothalamus, and the pituitary. It's called the divine triangle. And they control how you able to see me right now, all of your nervous and endocrine functions, the endocrine system being what people are talking about is the chakras and the movement of hormones throughout the body to communicate to every cell. Pituitary gland. All of that is controlled by those 3 glands that are in the 3rd ventricle of your brain.
I'm gonna drop the link in the chat too, so we're gonna get into we can get into some discussions, whether you disagree or agree with the information. We'll allow you to speak your speech. Everybody can hit that like button, man. Share the live stream, man. We got 180 people in here. Make sure y'all support the channel. Share the live stream. I want to say happy Father's Day to all the fathers that's tuning in. Shout out to all the fathers in here, man. Make sure y'all enjoy y'all day. Let's get it, y'all.
Okay. So that has great significance to why the triangle has such importance and why it was a symbol or symbolic of something related to astronomy and related to the human body. Okay. All right. So let's come off of these slides for a second and get some lights in here so we can learn some other information. All right. I know we're moving kind of fast. Now, Mr. Banneker has also been displaced or misplaced with his contribution to the government. And the reason why is because he was under another name. Now, I know you're not going to believe me right now. I don't expect you to believe me, but I'll go into further detail this in the next class. The reason why you don't know a lot about Mr. Banneker until a certain time period is because he's under another name, and that other name is Benjamin Franklin. Now you say, wait a minute, boy, wait a minute, you're going crazy. Now, go back to the subject of secret societies. And I'm telling you that this is an experiment. And when I go over the history the next week, you're going to get a clear understanding of it. The man we know of, Benjamin Franklin, used 9 aliases during his whole lifetime because he was trying to hide his identity. And you notice, after I go over the lecture, the beginning of the lecture next week, they came into contact with all the same people. Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, John Adams, Benjamin Rush, and they never came into contact with each other. Why is that? They both had an intricate connection to the natives. Okay? And again, the design of this country is based on ancient African science. What African science are you talking about, brother? Because you keep saying that. Okay, July 4th, 1776. Why was that date chosen? And after we go through that, we can go into the jurisprudence, okay? What was the significance of July the 4th? Why that date as opposed to any other date? What is July 4th?
Hey, Taz, go eat a dick. How about that?
Astronomically. Let's read it. Because it's based on the flag. Now, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said a black man from the South designed the flag. The original flag, 13 stars in a circle, 13 red and white stripes. Red, white, and blue, which are the code colors for masonry, the 3 degrees of masonry. White being the first, red being the second, blue being the master mason. All right. When we showed you the slides, we talked about Sirius. Now, Sirius is a star system that's at the center of the universe. We have known this amongst our people for long time periods. The Dogon talk about it. The Egyptians, our ancestors, based the calendar on Sirius because they knew the cosmology, the structure of the universe. Okay, well, let's check this out. The significance of Sirius and ancient traditions surrounding government plays an important role in the establishment of the government of the United States of America and in our own establishment of our government that is materialized. The only reason that the people who rule unjustly have been able to rule unjustly is that they were dealing with a superior wisdom or supreme deception. It is the initiation of that wisdom that will free us. Okay, listen to this. From a book called Know Your America, a suggested course in Americanism prepared and distributed by the American Legion, the context and meaning of the establishment and design of the American flag is given. It states, quote, question 1. By what authority was our national flag established? Answer, authorized by Continental Congress. Now, who did they tell you designed the flag? Bessie Ross sold it. Who designed it? Did they say? They said they had a committee of people. Thomas Jefferson was one of them. Benjamin Franklin was one of them. To design the flag, right? All right. Question, and Francis Hopkinson. Question 2, quote the exact language of the original flag law. Answer, resolve that the flag of the United States be 13 stripes, alternate red and white, that the Union be 13 stars, white in a blue field, representing a new constellation. What are you talking about? What new constellation? They're talking about an order of information. Okay. What is so important about that order of information? And the number 13. Go back to astronomy. Let's go, astrologers. July 4th, when you're counting.
Hey, man, we about to get ready to drop the link in the chat, man. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for the link? Let's get it, man. We about to turn up in this thing. Make sure y'all hit that motherfucking like button, support the channel, and share the live stream. Y'all already know what's up, man. Shout out to all the fathers in the chat, man. Happy Father's Day. Enjoy y'all day, man. If you ain't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe, man. It's your brother, Big Aboriginal Power, man. All right, let's get it. I'm going to take a quick 60-second break. Give y'all enough time to hit that link, and we'll be right back, man. Hit that link.
See, my life has been in motion. I'm a little windy. I'm not giving up yet. If you with me, time to place up your bet. Ain't no turning back, got niggas who ran. When we caught his ass, got caught in that jam. Yeah, you know who I am. Yeah, you know who I am. I can feel it coming. I can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. Yeah, you can feel it coming. Fake love, snake you in your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it.
Where y'all at with it, man? Where y'all at with it? Hit that link, man. Let me put it in there again. Let me put that in there again. Y'all can hit the link if y'all want to. Some of the good people in the chat, man. The good followers in the chat. Hit the link. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. How y'all feeling, man? Hit that like button. Share the live stream. Share the live stream. Share the live stream. I want to hear y'all commentation or y'all how y'all feel about the information y'all just heard today, or the live stream y'all just heard today. Come on, man. Hit that link. Hit that like button.
Salute, Big AP. What's going on, bro?
Happy Father's Day.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
salute,
Yes, sir.
good brothers. Much love, Big AP and Root Boys. Much love. Grand Rising, everybody in the chat. Much
Salute,
love.
OG.
And Grand Rising, y'all already know, man. We made the Wake and Bake shit famous, man. That's the shit, man. You already know, man. The latest live stream in the morning time and the Grand Rising. You already know what's up, man. Shout out to Big Dog Philly OG on the panel. We got Root Words. How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling about the information y'all heard today?
Hey, I'll go real quick, Root.
Where that something little weirdo Taz at?
Hey, dig this. You schooled me on the first White House being the thing that's down the art museum. I never
downtown.
knew that. And I never knew that was the first White House. I basically thought it was Independence Mall down there where off of Market Street.
Nah, Market Street was
where
their
they got the
administration.
Liberty Bell and all that other stuff.
That was their administration office. You gotta realize the city of Philadelphia was dedicated in a colony spot. That was the home of where they settled William Penn. So
yeah, exactly. Because let me say this, and I'm gonna give it right to you, my brother. Like I worked at 30th Street Station for like 20 years at the post office. All those underground shit and all of that. I was there.
Right. You know why a lot of
people looking at the
like you notice if you've been down there and a lot of them underground shit, if you notice the way they built, it's built like a main level, as if it wasn't supposed to be underground.
And then also, you said Philadelphia and Baltimore is just about the same. Yes, it is, my brother. Yes, it is. I've been to both of them plenty times.
Yeah, if you're looking at the architecture and then the design layout of the city is virtually the same. Even the house is set up is the same. You know?
If you look at
Big facts.
If you look at most East Coast cities, there's a marvel about them because that's like the only place in the world that could withhold any type of water atmosphere coming at it. Like it could withhold a hurricane, or if it could withhold a flood. If a flood come into most of them northern East Coast cities, which I call New England. Before England was around, it was England, and the capital was Philly. But anyway, whenever rough waters come that way, whoever built that underground architecture under there made sure that it's only going to be wet for a couple of days. It's going to spit that water right back out. That was some genius shit. And if you look at the architecture, let me take that back. If you look at the timeline of when the so-called European colonists, whatever the fuck we said, came over here, whenever they came over here from 1600 to 1700s and 1800s. But they're saying Benjamin Banneker built this city in the early 18s, late 1700s, because that's when he was born. Was in 1731, and then he died in 1806. So he built a lot of shit in the 1700s that the Europeans couldn't have built. So that's saying that we had I mean, wow, I don't like we the ones who like he built the city on a swamp and made sure that the swamp wouldn't submit the city or wouldn't overflood the city. And that's how all East Coast cities is made, where when the water come in, they knew how to take the water out, throw it underground, and spit it right to the left, to the right, back down somewhere. And it's a good subject though, but I digress.
Yeah, man. You made some good points, man. We got Chief Jonesy, Smoke Signal, and Mega Traveling Man on the panel, man. What's going on with y'all fellas, man? Happy Father's Day, man.
Like what? Salute. How my mic sound?
You sound pretty good,
All
Smoke.
good.
Loud and clear, bro.
God,
Go ahead, Smoke. You got the flow.
Oh no, I'm just in the background posting right now. I thought the goofy nigga was gonna come up here with that smoke. That's all I wanted. I just wanted the challenge.
I know that's right. Shout out to my brother, man. What's going on, Chief Jonesy? How you feeling today, brother?
shit, feeling grand, feeling good. You know what I'm saying? This shit is coming out. It's bro. He's killing. He's stomping out all of the dissenting little. You know what I'm saying? Rats running around with all this peripheral little shit, bro. He's stomping that shit out and putting a nail in the coffin. Like, what nigga do you know that can run around and get these kind of feats done? 9 aliases. So nigga, he's incorporating the 9 aspect in every little thing that he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Covertly, all this covert ass shit amongst the people that we know that we still dealing with now. This may be outsmarted and outmaneuvered. So I mean that just speaks to the, you know what I'm saying, to the grandeur and the real history. Like I said in the chat earlier, every knee gonna bow and every motherfucking tongue gonna confess. Period. That we the lords of this bitch. And if you don't, then I mean it's somewhere else for you. You see what I'm saying? But that's what y'all book talk about. You see what I'm saying? Y'all just didn't know who they was talking about. But I digress.
When they come to when you come to looking at Benjamin Banneker, it's something special about that name. Like people don't really get it when they say an almanac. When you look at the what an almanac is, that's giving a person a list from A, B, C, D, E, F, G to Z, and then it's giving a person a list from 1 to 10 when it comes to
and it's predicting the future. It tells you got farmers automatics, right?
It's like a Sudoku of information that he already knew.
A lot of farmers live by that shit. It tell them what's going to yield, what they need to do. This year it'll tell you 10 years out. Every automatic. So
and that's saying before the 1700s.
Yeah.
Nobody really knew how to, in the Western world anyway, from what they're saying. Not too many people knew how to put a formula or a database together without that. Like that's what an almanac is, like to make sure you go.
Well, see, we already had that information because he was already using it. He just actually, you know what I'm saying, put it down on paper. But we already had that ancient.
That's not what an almanac is. The almanac is not about our information. That's why I respect what Ad Power said.
Bro, it's a compendium, bro. It's actually a compendium.
Bro,
it's a compendium of information.
It starts from day one.
One at a time, y'all. One at a time. One at a time. It's a lot of people on the in the chat. It's a lot of people on the panel. So one at a time. I'm gonna let y'all brothers build because I know I want to let my brother Mega Traveling Man get it in. He ain't even got to say nothing. Yeah, shout out to the old kids. Hey, what's going on with it, Blair?
Hey man, I just want to come in here and say hello and happy Father's Day, everybody.
And happy Father's Day to you as well.
Thank you.
From what the European is saying, from what they're saying, not from what I'm saying, from what they're saying. This man made an almanac, which, like, when you look at the definition of almanac, it's talking about studying all sciences, then taking each separate science and saying, okay, the sun come up this early in the morning in the Northwest, and they tell you every last cycle of it until it falls.
I'm agreeing with you, fam. That's what a compendium that's what a compendium is.
You got it next, brother. You got it next, brother. Okay, all these, I'm just saying, when it comes to the alphabet, I don't think they knew how to put an alphabet in a dictionary until they had an almanac that could say A, B, C, and put all the words in it. It took every science and put it in order. And that's saying a lot right there, but I digress.
No, you're right, man. Hey, a lot of this history goes back, man. The science been around, man. They're just hiding shit. They tell you these figures is white, and they tell you who they came from this place, but they lying about the history of these people, from Benjamin Banneker to Noah Webster. You see what I'm saying? and everybody in between. So we just gotta look at it for what it is and learn how to dodge the hijack, man. Bob and
And,
weave a little bit.
and then when you look at this East Coast water system that comes from the Appalachian Mountains, and this water system in America just ain't an easy woman to tame. This ain't a easy old girl getting the corner. You know what I'm saying? They really
No, we got some of the most uh craziest design waterways, man. Like I said, especially
Treacherous.
in Philadelphia, you got the Susquehanna, you got the Delaware, you got the Shaka Maxim, you got a few river connections up that way. You feel me? That all feed into a main vein, if you will, that being the Mississippi. You see what I'm saying? All of it dumps into that on the East Coast, you know.
yeah.
So
And then when you start looking at science from the way they look at it and how they say us people from this land made everything, you start seeing them pictures like, oh, so y'all came over here. No wonder they said the person that made the car and all these other things, they never went to college because they came over here and was learning. When we look at a lot of them pictures, when we see them white folks over in all these big buildings with just like 2 or 3 black folks or 2 or 3 aboriginals, we be like, oh, so they was coming over here to our schools like they've been doing today. Same thing was going on back then and it is like it is today. And then when you start seeing who Benjamin Banneker was and who all the other people like Ad Power was saying around America, you're like, oh, we was the teachers.
absolutely, yeah, we've been the teachers. And most of the teachers was in the southern areas, in the East Coast areas. It even mentions this small references in the Bible. It tells you when you hear about anyone in the Bible going to a temple or a place of learning or worship, they always mention them going up. They going up to a temple. And when they mention the word up, it's in they meaning in elevation. And some of the highest elevated places is in Tennessee, Georgia, Mississippi, Kentucky. These are some of the highest elevated places. You see what I'm saying? So and you also find some of your biblical historical text there. You got the Back Creek Stones that was found there. You feel what I'm saying? The high mountains and the Smokies. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, you got to look at a lot of these references. They're hidden in parables.
And
A
when you
lot of
look
our, a
at
lot of our
Washington,
ancient
D.C.,
the lot of
my
our
fault.
ancient cities before Richard Banneker that we coming up and knowing now got that same architecture and layout and still, you know what I'm saying, using the same angles and the same science back in those times when we check
Absolutely.
later.
Even going back 5,000 years ago. So they must have used the same methodology of architecture and masonry, going back to as far back as Corral, going to places like Takao, places like El Mirador and the El Mirador Bison region in Guatemala. You got various different locations that you find. You even find this shit in Poverty Point. You even find it in the Cahokia area. You feel me? Mound City, Alabama. It's various different locations where you find this unique architect, and what you find also there is the mathematics, usually a calendar of some sort. So it let them know that they was working off of time. They was time scheduled. So yeah, it's a lot of history, man. We're gonna have to get back into some of this Aboriginal history and culture and traditions, just to get y'all familiar with them, because y'all maybe forgot or maybe just don't remember, or maybe y'all new to the channel and ain't even heard it at all. So, you know.
And I feel that's what an importance of Banneker do. Whether some people think the story is fabricated, or if it's true, which I think is true. I think that we the ones who built these cities over here, because the times and dates that the so-called European colonists, slaves came over here, they didn't have enough time to build these masterful cities that can't be matched really nowhere
Like you
around the
said,
world.
DC is ancient. DC is a part. Is really DC is really directly on the border between Maryland and Virginia, and in that Maryland and Virginia area, we know has a lot of rich history. We know a lot of Aboriginal tribes and nations was in that particular area. Hell, you had some of the earliest colonists come set there and totally disappear. And some often say they was wiped out by hostile Aboriginal tribes. You know, when I mean early settlers. I mean, like the Roanoke settlers that came to Roanoke, Virginia. Uh, yeah, man, it's a lot of history out there, man. You know, and a lot of these cities are ancient, like you said, man. A lot of they got a you got ancient, then you got ancient. Goddamn, you see what I'm saying? Shout out to Reginald on the panel. What's going on?
Hey, thanks for welcoming me in, man. I like the name of the title, and I'm here to learn as much as I can.
Not a problem, brother. Peace and blessings to you. Happy Father's Day to you as well. What's going on, brother Tyron?
Thanks.
Oh, it's good, AP.
I'm doing good, brother. Happy Father's Day. How you doing today, brother?
Good. Happy Father's Day and happy Juneteenth.
I appreciate it. What's going on with you, man? I know you got some heat to bring.
Oh man, no, I'm just listening to this powerful build.
That's what's up. Yeah, man, we're gonna keep it rolling out, man. Shout out to my brother Nat Cone Cole from VA, man. Shout out to the VA and shout out to everybody else that's in here, man. Shout out to all the American Aborigines. I want to say real quick while I got a opportunity, please hit the like button, please share the live stream. You know what I'm saying? We got to work extra hard through the algorithms. The more you hit the like button, the more YouTube pushes this content out to various different other people that maybe not privy to seeing it. So hit that like button, share the live stream. We got a nice little live stream, man. Like I said, it's the Father's Day edition. If you ain't get to catch the meat and potatoes of it, go run the live stream back. It's definitely a dope live stream. So go check that out. Shout out to my brother Supreme Chief Holiday in the chat as well, man. Hey, man, I do want to make another special announcement while we got a crowd in here, man. Listen, August the 20th, I will be battling Lex Vortex. It's going down. Lex Vortex versus Big Aboriginal Power, August the 20th. We will be speaking more about that later on. But yeah, it's going down, man. The nigga going to die. But yeah,
That's gonna be a homicide right there.
You already know, man. I'm gonna do everything that the Aboriginal community want to do to that nigga, man. That dirty ass nigga, man. That filthy ass animal. Man. We're gonna disrespect this nigga, man. Ain't that right, big dog? We're gonna give him that work.
I already know how you gonna do, big.
You already know how I'm doing. We gonna get this nigga that
verbal assassination. That's what
verbal assassination, brother. Is definitely going down. He's gonna die bad, man.
Hey, something you were saying about Jamestown and how like Benjamin Banneker, when we start putting people like him, and we know that there really ain't too many trees in Europe and certain areas. When you come to Jamestown, there's a city called Runic. You know what I'm saying? Up there, that was the biggest shipyard when the Europeans arrived. Like they didn't have no big shipyard where they was from, so they came to a big shipyard, and that just a lot of boat qualities come from. I call it Old England, which they'll say New England, but that was an area which, when I look up history, like y'all say, Philadelphia dominated that area, or whatever type of tribe we call them. But we just forget to put in these tribes that we made great cities around this motherfucker.
Yeah, they miscall them people. These are all the same people from Mexico City all the way up to Pennsylvania. These are the same people practicing the same culture, often the same traditions, in the same ceremony, spiritual ceremony. So
Mississippians.
Yeah, some often call them the Powhatans, which is a misnomer. Like I was telling you guys the other day, the settlers first came into them, and what they was doing when they seen them was in ceremonial gear, where they was in ceremonial practices, and it was the powwow. It was the Powhatan, which is the winter, summer solstice, in the fall and winter equinox. You see what I'm saying? So this is what they was doing. You can see it. This symbolized the four squares, the X in a box, however you want to perceive it. You see it on the Confederate flag. You see it on the Powhatans memorabilia and gear that they wear. You see it in the Algonquin language. You see it in Snake. You see it in the Hopewell community. You see it in various different locations, man. Like I said, it's the same people. You even find it in La Venta, Mexico. So a lot of this history is connected. A lot of traditions is connected, man. We just got to do our research on it. And we're going to bring it out, man. That's what we're here for, man, to bring this information out.
Damn, he's smoking on them, man. You young ass OG. Y'all be smoking them hooters, man. I swear, Chief Jonesy. Jesus. What's that, like a 20 sack up in that motherfucker, like 3 or 4 grams?
Bro, he's silly, dog.
Bro,
we got the plug. You can do a little, you know what I'm saying? You can do a little bit more with it, you know what I'm saying?
My blunts be small, my nigga. I got small ass little blunts in my lungs, my nigga. You big blunt smoking.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hey, man, make sure y'all support the channel, man. Cash out tags at the bottom right of the screen. And it's also other ticking across, man. Hit the PayPal too, man. The PayPal's active. I know a couple people was asking yesterday. I didn't have it on the screen, but it's on the screen today. So make sure y'all support the channel.
Yeah.
Man, it's a lot of gatekeepers, man. We here to just bring the information, man. We here to keep that shit going, man.
Facts. And the gate's already open, so the keepers is just, you know what I'm saying, sitting there to just be the little dummies, just to get, you know what I'm saying, bulldozed over for real, because the shit's out. The floodgates is open. The Aquarian age is here. Did y'all see what happened in Yellowstone? How the water came and washed out them little rental houses and little Airbnb, little tourist and vacation destinations for a certain group of people predominantly. Because they don't be giving us access to shit like that in the plans and the scheduling and appointments and resident fucking vacations. But yeah, fucked up a lot of that little shit, motherfuckers.
I know this is one of my weird ass conspiracy
theories. I know that that's just the Earth getting ready, because I know to this year in 2022. I don't know if they announced
that again, that power.
This is just the Earth, you know, doing what it needs to do to get rid of shit. It's cleaning up.
Bro, she's on her period, bro. The Earth is on her period, bro. Some shit got to be flushed the fuck out so we can start a new cycle. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm in the Midwest.
This is not fair.
See, I'm in the Midwest, so I'm down here in Dorothy land. You know what I'm saying? And Mama just came through and wiped out 2,000 black Angus little cows that was out there that couldn't handle that heat from the day and that heat from the night. Because at nighttime it was so hot that shit was still staying at night, and cows need the cool night to let their body, you know what I'm saying, readjust for the whole next day. But they shit wasn't getting no reprieve. And I know that because I study agriculture, animal science. So I know about the heat stress threshold for the little bovine, you know what I'm saying, species. You see what I'm saying? So when I see it come through, I'm like, yep. You know what I'm saying? That's another hot Indian summer around this motherfucker.
I ain't gonna lie. It's been a lot of people dealing with that same system with the cows. And like I said, it's gonna also be an eclipse this year. So like I said, the Earth is just an aligning. It's lining up all the way around. The universe is lining. The atmosphere.
We just had a lunar eclipse a couple weeks ago.
Everything GMO must go. And I also know from the agriculture industry, that is from pumping them up and, you know what I'm saying, getting them ready for production, aka that you do kind of diminish other symptoms or systems in the body's little natural defense because they haven't had the ability to correctly develop. You see what I'm saying? So
when you was talking about the planets aligning,
all I gotta do is cut out the winter solstice, cut out the whole winter calendar, because winter is fake.
Hey y'all, let's try to work one at a time, y'all, because I know it's dope. This is a dope ass bill. I don't want the voices to get tangled up because it's a lot of us in here, man. So listen, shout out to everybody in the chat. Please hit that like button, support the channel, man. We got an OG on the panel right now. We got an OG on the panel right now, man. We got my brother from right across of us, right above us in the attic, man. We got my brother Tenkara, man. What's going on, Tenkara? Shout out to Tenkara in the building, man.
Respect, Agwan.
Man, Ragwan, brother. You already know the vibes. What's going on with it? You know, it's all love, bro. We miss you around here. Where you been at, man?
Happy daddy. Oh man, I've just been freaking living life, trying to work, trying to survive, bro.
Man, I know the vibes. Happy Father's Day.
Say happy Daddy's Day to all the daddies out there. Respect. Holding it down. You know what I mean?
For sure. I know you got some heat you got to bring, man. I know you got some heat.
Hey, before you go somewhere off that subject you was bringing up, I've been doing like a lot of us been doing a little stuff that's these underground caves.
Hey, bro, hold on, Tenkara. I think your mic acting up. Let's get a mic check from Tenkara. Let's get a. Hey, get off and come back on, Tenkara. Your mic acting up. Get off and come back on.
Or at least look closer to it, or get closer to it.
I got it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're a little better, but I think you got a bad delay. You got like a 30-second. You got like a 30-second delay, brother. I ain't even gonna lie to you. By the time you hear this, I'm gonna be telling you to get off and get back on.
Okay, I'm gonna. All right, I'm gonna do that.
All right, brother. Take it easy. See, that's how you know I'll be used to these little 30-second delays, man. I know how to speak in delay tongue. See, y'all don't even know how to do that, do y'all? That's bullshit. But shout out to everybody in the chat, man. It's a dope live stream. But listen, like you were saying though, a lot of this architect is hidden. It is ancient, man. From the way you do polylocking stones, which is a form of masonry, which is cutting precision blocks to interlock with each other. You have things like that, man, that goes on, man. You got super highways. And like I said, eventually, they gonna find other things. This is a new thing for archaeologists to be diving into America and digging below a certain age, a certain time frame in the dirt, because they didn't think it was any relevance. And now that they have the opportunity, LADAR and all these other things, researchers is going crazy. It's so much research, it'll take 100,000 archaeologists 100 years just to start getting to half of the stuff here. You see what I'm saying? It's overwhelmingly too much stuff here, and eventually they're gonna start finding things that's gonna be so advanced they're gonna be saying they had to come from the future. And that's why I say, man, our ancestors was very bright. They took a different path of technology and advancements than where we at right now, and they was probably way more advanced than us, according to my research.
Hey, you know, like all them ancient architects, like it seemed like they all next to the river or next to certain pockets of coastal ocean. And then when you look at where certain of these forts is at and all these great whatever we call them, there's an underground cavern that you could fit like a lake up in that motherfucker. Now that you're saying, I'm just trying to put everything and cipher everything together. Now we understand that there's a flood story. Now we understand that there's a underground tunnel system that's just so humongous. Now we understand that the stars and the moon and everything is aligning this year. Now we understand that there's about to be a great roar that happens around the earth because the 3 biggest lakes in America are draining. Nobody knows where the water going. Just the 3 biggest lakes that go 100 miles sideways. Lake Mead, and 2 other lakes that's all in the area y'all was just saying, in that Phoenix area, up there in the Grand Canyon area. In my opinion of it, is these motherfucking the water that's trapped and it can't like go through its natural even flow. It's about to bust through these underground caverns and this underground military system. And in the Bible it says the whole world is going to hear it.
Over here. It already happened over here in Yosemite. There was a major flood that just wiped out the freeway over here in Yosemite, bro, in California. So it's already started, bro. Go ahead and look that up on YouTube, bro. It fucked up.
And them old, the only way for them to, my opinion, just a hypothesis, just a dogma hypothesis. My opinion, the only way for them to stop the world from taking back over, or the big horn, as they say in the Bible, like the horns are going to ring, is going to be them old ancient architectures, like them forts and everything. When we had some magical shit, like you saying, Aboriginal power, but it was simple. It just was a natural control of all the waters, where the ocean might go all the way down to that bottom pyramid that's at the bottom of the ocean, then it'll raise again. But all the water, if you look at the Grand Canyons in the world, there's over 300 Grand Canyons in the world that they say you could fit all the oceans in. So my opinion of it, it just was a natural cycle of and that's why I put the pyramid at the bottom of the ocean. Who the fuck can dive to the bottom of a pyramid, to the bottom of an ocean and build all this stuff, unless the ocean was at its bottom, was not flooded. It was all the way drink.
Well, yeah, we know that sea levels has risen within time, and especially within the last 500 years, it has risen almost 450 feet. And like I said, this is what oceanography is. When we start getting into the geography, the landscape of the terrain that you're talking about, we got to deal with oceanography, which ultimately affects the terrain. You feel me? It molds it, shape it, and if we can understand the history of what's going on with the oceans and how it plays a part, excuse me, and how it plays a part, we can get to see where how lands look at certain time frames prior to ocean rising or prior to ocean levels being low. Either way, so that's how we able to come to these.
And when you look at these Europeans that came over here, if that's the right way to say it, or the colonists, or however it happened, it seemed like they always stick to this law, and the first law is about the even flow. That's all law right there. Everything is about that even flow. And if you just look up what the even flow is, it's all going to the even flow. The flooded waters and the low waters, the high tide and the low tide. That's where all law starts off. And then you go to the banks and the shores. And I ain't talking about to the banks of National City Bank, and I ain't talking about to the shores of the, you know what I'm saying, to the banks of the even flow, to the shore of to the land that connects the water and the land, the maritime law. It's something that's, my hypothesis is something real big happening, like Aboriginal power saying, like the stars about to line up and Earth about to make its move. But
you got one of the biggest rivers and waterfalls that's dried up right now out in the West Coast. It's called Dead Falls. It's in Nevada, northern Nevada.
And that directly correlates too, bro, when we talk about the age of Aquarius and how that, you know what I'm saying, just symbolizes and represents the water spilling out. How many dams have these motherfuckers been instructed against, you know what I'm saying, universal and natural law? You're not supposed to be damming up no fucking waters. But these motherfuckers, they make billion-dollar industries, and you know what I'm saying, for themselves in doing that, which controls and changes the terrain in the way that some of these motherfuckers strategically did it, part of the, you know what I'm saying, Army Corps of Engineers. So absolutely. So half of this shit.
I just wanted to say there is over 99,000 dams in North America.
That's sick.
And that is the reason I believe for their global warming. Because if you realize for every river there is aquifers and underground rivers, underground lakes, and caverns that are filled up with water. And it is the cooling system of the earth, right? So therefore, what's happened since they dammed up all the rivers?
Do you think it's supposed to be stuck, or do you think that water underground is supposed to be moving the current's supposed to be moving, or do it supposed to be dammed up like it is?
No. When you dam the river, if you actually look at every single city in North America and in around the world, they're actually in riverbeds. Reason being is that the river actually still exists, right? So that they can stay on the what do you call it? Maritime law infrastructure. Okay, so every single city is in a water, a river, where I surround.
You in the Matrix, bro.
Hey, what up, AP?
London
Hey, your mic going in and out.
Alone has 4.
As a matter of fact, though, dams is the way they're doing them now, and the reason they know how to do it, because that's an ancient science as well. Dams was often used to create storeholds of water that creates potential energy. Constant flow of energy in a pond area or in a reservoir is potential energy. That's what we call potential energy. They teach us this like 5th grade, right? And you can use potential energy for turbine pressure. This creates electricity. That's how windmills initially was used, right? Turbine. So this is an ancient form of science, and our ancestors actually used these things throughout La Venta, Cacao, Guatemala, El Mirador.
But if we try to synchronize all that
that's
stuff,
true.
like a currency, like a current,
But they stopped the
stuff at the
flow.
top of 1 second, Tinkar, like at the top of the mound, at the top of the hill, at the top of a mountain, that's where all currents start. It starts as a run. So I'm just trying to put you to your body. That's what you start doing, getting your currency flowing is a run. Then it turns into a creek, a river, but it's all a current. And when they dam your current up, it's like they're making you fat. They're making you a stagnated water. And it all goes in a cipher. Like they made 85,000 dams in America. Now they're taking the water, but they're putting it into a real duality, into a weird form. They're taking our energy. When they saying they're destroying a lake, they're really destroying a whole bunch of people because they already destroyed the economics by destroying the riverways. So now they're going after everything else. So it's really y'all got to listen to what Aboriginal Power said, man. This earth might be ready to do what it do when it line up. Hope you got shoes off talking to it, but I digress.
I mean, you got to realize everything
Facts.
has a defense mechanism. You know, you might not see it, and you might not even be affected by it immediately. But everything has a defense mechanism. Nothing on this planet can go and just be attacked without defending themselves in some way.
And
Yeah,
some
and
weird ass
the
shit.
plant is a female organism, so she, it's a female thing, just like plants. So it's beyond just being a thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole female organism that's reacting.
And even in Congress, back in the day, the old Bush went in Congress. He ain't go to no regular
Shout out to
building.
Brown Wolf on the panel, man. We got Brown Wolf on this motherfucker. What's
What's
going
up,
on,
gang?
Brown
What's
Wolf?
up, Trav? What's up, gang? Everybody,
What's
what's
going
up?
on with
Respect.
Happy Father's Day to y'all, man.
it again? Happy Father's Day. I don't know if you're a father, but happy Father's Day to you too, brother.
I got them animals, you know what I'm saying? I got them dogs, so.
Yeah, I know that's right.
Yeah, well, yeah, man.
Nigga, this is Fathers of Civilization Day, nigga. Fathers of the world of this motherfucker. What do you mean?
That part. Yeah.
Yeah, Mother Earth not having it, man. You just gotta
Y'all just
listen.
gotta remember that the so-called colonists, or as we call them, the European, when Bush was in charge, not the father Bush that's dead, he went to Congress, which is the most powerful place in America. There's Congress and the president. The president went inside Congress and said that us men is going to have a war against Mother Nature. We're going to go against Mother Nature and make this into we're going against the law of jungle and make this into the law of man. So they went to Congress and lightweight told Mother Nature, hey, we at war, baby. And it looked like it's about to come to an end. I respect what Ad Power was saying, that the earth, hey, she might be about to do her thing, but I digress.
Yeah, man. Oh, hey, it's just my opinion. You know, it
Now,
ain't
bro, if
no
the
fact
earth ain't, hold
behind
on the point, the earth about to do her thing, bro. Now everybody might, you know what I'm saying, get our motherfucker wig down, but I got the link. I'll shoot it to AP, bro. The fucking trees, bro. The fucking trees are on this motherfucker, bro. Nigga, wake up, everybody. Just nigga, let all your shit down, nigga. The motherfucking trees in these places, bro. These motherfuckers are up and walking. You know what I'm saying? Moving themselves through the fucking dirt like they're tilling the land themselves, nigga. But they're a whole grown up, tall as fuck tree, bro. These motherfuckers are moving. They say these motherfuckers are alive, and according to the little lady Isis, it's like, bro, they're about to get ready for war. So, nigga, that took me back to that Lord of the Rings shit. You know what I'm saying? Fucking nature, like nature is gonna come to, and that's gonna be some shit. These motherfuckers gonna blow motherfuckers' mind. That motherfuckers passing out dead. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they're on the other instruction of the venom. You know what I'm saying? So the shit's about to get really, really real. You know what I'm saying? It's the shit that they wasn't gonna be able to script this shit. They try to give us little hints. You know what I'm saying? But it was in a sensationalized when you ain't in the energy or, you know what I'm saying, process and logic and putting stuff together or in the spirit of connecting dots. But that's the point. That's the point of amusement and entertainment. You know what I'm saying in itself.
Yeah, let me
Tell you
tell
the
y'all
truth,
this,
when you're
man.
not
I
in a
feel like,
study,
and look what they're doing. Look, they've never been able to work with nature, right? So when we describe ourselves as autontron or autonomous, that's something scientific. You see what I'm saying? Being the people of this organism. So really, they trying to keep it, you know, with us learning the history and all that stuff and retracing the antiquities and things. They're trying to keep you away from being autonomous. You know what I mean? They're trying to keep you further away from being connected to the land. So when that transition does happen, you won't even be able to, survive it. But that's why getting back to the land and getting back to nature and your power and your spiritual alignment, that's gonna help us all survive. You know what I'm saying? Because it's coming. Like y'all, everything y'all talking about, it's coming, bro. The Earth's natural resource systems are shutting down, and you can geoengineering.org.
You
They'll tell you about what's up. Oh yeah, but they'll just tell you about how the Earth's natural resource systems are restarting, like the cloud systems, the rain. You know what I'm saying? The trees, they're all getting ready to restart for the transition. So,
I love
so
how you
who?
said that, but there got to be if they're about to retransition or reconstruct into what they was, whoever was in charge first, like we say, the people that was aboriginal to America, whoever we say was in charge, they had their buildings and their science went with that.
And that's what I was wanted
Built
to
up
say.
saving
Like
all these great buildings, and I think
we have,
that's going to come back alive too, though, in a certain way. But I digress.
but we also have to realize too. We have to assume our roles at back as guardians of nature. We were the original guardians. We fell off our pedestal.
yeah, that's why.
That's true, man.
Peace,
Like I
peace,
said,
y'all.
we was masters of agriculture and irrigation, and we study the plant life and our surroundings, and that's actually a science. They call it ecology. Shout out to my brother Jaguar Omac, man. That's ecology. It's very important for you guys to study ecology, which is the relationship between the natural plant life around you and how the natural plant life benefits you and how you benefits it and how you can use it to sustain yourself. That's what ecology is about. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
the same way the wind blows, you breathe oxygen. So you know what I'm saying, or you breathe hydrogen technically, but you know what I'm saying. You are like being autonomous is not like a mythical, like I just come from the ground. No, it's realizing that you are of nature. You see what I'm saying, and your alignment. So you can't own this place. You are the same as it. You know what I mean. You're just the animation of it. So really got to get back
Also,
to moving like the wind and moving like water.
also take in consideration that when we were talking about the alignment of the stars, these capitol buildings and these old ancient ruins, they're going to activate too when the Earth restarts itself, and they're going to align with the stars. That's what these fucking crackers
Hey,
it's this is
Have
called
y'all
star
ever
cities.
if
they
y'all
already
ever
got evidence of some of these old buildings shooting out electricity at the top of these copper sparks and coils that they got at the top of them. They already showing you shit like that.
Yeah,
So
I
I
already
don't
seen
that's
try
it.
to pat
already
myself on the back. I don't try to pat myself on the back, but if you go to Washington D.C. and take the Google picture and just put it on a blank piece of paper and you start mapping it out, you'll see nothing but 6-point stars, 5-point stars, and all this shit that's sickening. The whole city is something sick. But anyway, when you go to the state capitol, the Capitol building, the like Washington D.C., the White House, you could draw it's a body and it's a head. The White House is 2 eyes, and on top of it is the circle where the sun fits. And then when you go to the Capitol building, it's 2 nostrils, and under it is a smiley face, and on top of it is
It's an
2
owl.
eyes.
It's an owl, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's Moloch. That's
that's a
Moloch that
giant
they
star
pray
board.
to. That's the satanic shit that they do down there, man. That's what you
Moloch.
gonna.
But what they call satanic might not really be. Okay, I'm just saying though that what y'all saying is right. I'm just trying to say all y'all got to do is take every Capitol building and draw it, and then take the picture away from it. And when you look at your drawing, you'll be like, no fucking way. I already done did it though, but it's some. I'd
And
love to do that
that's
shit in
some
the
dope
gym.
ass shit. Let me shout out to some of the people. Let me hold on, y'all. Let me shout out to Kevin Gilbert for the cash out donation. Appreciate that, man. Supporting the movement. Make sure y'all support the channel, man. Tags ticking across the screen. It's at the bottom right of the screen as well. If you ain't following me on Instagram, make sure y'all go follow me on Instagram as well. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We got a lit little chat in here, man. Make sure y'all
Shit,
share the
Vortex
live
act like he
stream.
wants some smoke with you or some shit.
Man, Taz
Please,
is Taz a cocksucker. He ain't gonna hit no link, man. That nigga's
No, I
a
said
weirdo.
Vortex. I said Vortex.
That nigga
Lex.
Taz is a snagger tooth ass nigga. Vortex, man. Vortex is a silly weirdo. That nigga be peeing on himself too. I ain't gonna listen, that nigga really pee on himself with his little ass. Stupid ass nigga. I hate his little raccoon koala bar ass face.
He's a grifter, bro.
And
And little
listen,
Tasmanian devil, bro. He just sits back in the
flip
black.
flopper. He's a flip flopper, man. This nigga he a mystic Christian. They go to church with a suit and tie. Then that nigga was a Sinetta flunky. They got kicked out from the community. Then he came over here to us, start doing weird shit. We kicked this weird ass out. Now that nigga went to the dark side, got my nigga schemes and shit over there.
Coming with peanut galleries and shit.
Man, that
He
nigga
go
is a
wherever the money goes.
Y'all funny as hell, man.
He a complete
Go wherever
weirdo.
the money goes.
He a complete weirdo. That nigga be clout chasing too, man.
Bro, he'll bring one of his little flunky trying to be students over here, bro, and then he'll be their main fucking cheerleader. Like, motherfucker, what are you talking about? You're just a man, the motherfucker that you just nigga picked up, like, you know what I'm saying, needed to ride somewhere on these YouTube streets. Like,
And that nigga was trying to steal LV clout too. He was trying to steal my nigga LV clout.
Hey, did you convert one of the niggas too?
Nah, man, but they know that they
Bro, they
aborigines,
relapsed.
man.
Bro, they relapsed.
They know that they aborigines, man. You see what I'm saying? This nigga Lex, man, I created this nigga Lex. When I met this nigga was a complete weirdo. You see what I'm saying? This nigga was a complete cornball, man. And like I said, I like Les because I raised him. You see what I'm saying? I'm like the young nigga that raised the retarded old nigga. You know what I'm saying? Help him cross the street, help him do a little shit. Yeah, I raised Lex. And now look at him. He got the battle league. Now I got his battle league popping. And now he trying to steal from LV crowd. You know what I'm saying? This nigga Lex, that's a greedy ass nigga, man. He's a little leprechaun. He's a sneaky little snake.
That's
And
like animal trader shit, bro.
Listen, August the 20th, he's gonna die. I'm gonna talk about all this little stupid Pan-African shit, spitting in the tube, giving it to random niggas that's connected with the CDC. We're gonna talk about all that stupid ass shit that you be talking about, man. We tired of this old doctor.
Here's what you can add to the rap.
We tired of this
Here's
old
what you can
Dr.
add to the
Ben.
rap.
We tired of all this Dr. Ben ass shit, this Shake into Diop. I want to sit on Sinetta dusty ass couch where prostitutes be at. Nigga, we don't give a fuck about that shit, nigga. We gonna go hard body on this weirdo.
Hell yeah.
I got an idea how you can clown them. Like you can break down big solid like green fans.
Fix your mic, big bro. You got bad mic. Fix your shit. Mic check, mic check. But listen, man, that's why Lex is a weirdo, man. Lex is a complete weird man. I never seen a nigga so weird as him.
He reminds me of Action Bronson in that situation with Ghostface Killer. Stealing everybody.
This nigga still don't know. He keep calling me an Indian, a fake Indian. Nigga, you gonna die so bad, bro. You gonna look like the retard you are, bro. You gonna look like the retard you are. I'm gonna beat you for every Aboriginal in the community that wanna beat you. I'm gonna do you bad, man.
Bro, he's talking about his grandma's radio, man. That nigga's radio, bro.
Yeah, he is radio.
He is radio. No, that's King Cass, bro.
King Cass radio.
Yeah,
that's his little brother.
He said King Cass is radio, like the movie.
That's what they said.
That's crazy.
He radio and other Walkman. Shit.
That nigga Lex trying to eat off of Whack 100 too. He seen LV doing it, so now he want to go dick suck at Whack 100. Man, listen, I got my shit up on these niggas. These niggas is in this shit for entertainment. I'm in this shit for the game, man. For the Aborigines, man. We do this shit for real. We ain't gonna let no weirdo come around us like that, man. You already ducked one time, nigga. So we're gonna talk about you ducking from last time. We're gonna talk about you ducking from 2018 in the debate. You ain't got nothing, dude. Your rap suck, nigga. You talking about I got 2 battles and I think I won a battle Cassidy. Cassidy sucked to me, and you suck to me, and you ain't even got no battles, nigga. Talking about I got 2 battles. You don't got no battles. Who the fuck have you battled? Nigga, you battling with yourself, with your fucking sexuality, you weirdo, and we're gonna talk about that too. Doing goddamn battle, nigga. You battling with your sexuality, nigga.
Flip flopping with genders.
Yeah, he a flip flopping with genders too, y'all. I'm telling you, this nigga's a flip flopper. We're gonna talk about it.
Hey, AP, that nigga a Karen. That's what he is. He's a
Yeah,
fucking Karen.
That's a trans Pan Africanist, bro. He's a trans Pan Africanist.
Big
That's
dog
what that
Philly
nigga
OG.
is. He a
Peter
fucking
Pans.
Karen.
Big dog Philly OG. We gonna get on. I'm gonna get on that nigga ass for you. I got a bar just for you that I'm gonna throw in there. I'm gonna smoke this nigga.
Yeah, that
He's
nigga,
dead.
you know, he straight up bitch, man. He turned Karen. He gonna talk about my family, then play like the victim. You damn right, nigga. I will come kill your ass, nigga. Real shit. I'm that
And I'm gonna
nigga.
kill him with the bars, nigga. I'm gonna kill this
Exactly.
nigga with these bars, nigga.
Okay.
He gonna wish he gonna wish he gonna wish
Nigga,
he
let
was
me say
dead.
this real quick.
That man about
Hey,
to
when
feel
I
it.
get
He
done
about
with
to
this
feel it.
nigga,
Let me
he
say
gonna
this
wish
real quick.
he
All
was
I do
dead.
is support this community, man. Our community, man. I support the Aboriginal community. You know, big time. I support my people. I'm for us supporting each other. We have to learn how to support each other and stop supporting that bullshit system that we know is fucking us. We got the spending power, my people. If we just start putting it together and incorporating ourselves and becoming a business and
Hit
say
that link,
fuck their
Skinny.
business, we can keep growing, my people.
That's a fact, man. Listen,
Stop
this nigga,
hating on your own people, man.
this nigga
And
Lex
we
gonna
ain't
die.
hating on Lex, but he hating on us.
Hey, schemes. I'm
Shout out to all of y'all,
gonna
man. Grand
fucking
Rising,
kill
man.
your little light skinned ass nigga. No light skinned nigga can beat me in a battle, nigga. You're gonna die bad, nigga. I've been wanting to kill you since I seen you, nigga.
Bro, that little lizard
Surdrop
man,
slaughtered his ass.
Schemes a
Surdrop killed
lizard,
him.
that little lizard looking ass nigga.
Rango the
Surdrop
Yeah,
killed
lizard.
his ass.
listen,
Johnny
y'all don't
Depp,
even
bro.
know
Straight up.
he one of them little snotty nose ass kids from Friday used to be kicking
That nigga
over
was
the
humiliated.
skins in the morning.
Hey,
His
hey,
little
Skin,
ass.
that squirrel from Ice Age.
He look
Sid the
Hey,
Sloth.
power to the people,
Spread.
man. Power to the motherfucking people. That's all I gotta say. I render the mic right there.
That part, big dog.
Yeah, man. Shout out to these weirdos that's in here. Schemes already got bodied by Job Bricks. So what I'm gonna do? He said he in the necromancy back from the dead. Yeah, we're gonna bring this weird ass nigga back from the dead. Yeah, nigga.
That part.
This nigga, man. But listen, before that, I ain't even worried about Schemes. Schemes about to die to whoever he about to die to. But listen, I got Lex Vortex August the 20th, man. Lex Vortex, August the 20th, man, is going down. It will be a fucking homicide. It's gonna be a fucking dismantle. I'm gonna do your ass like how they said they did motherfucking Nat Turner, nigga. We're gonna turn Vortex into grease, nigga. We're gonna turn this nigga into a cotton pad, nigga. You're gonna be using tampons from now on, nigga. You're gonna be sold separately, your stupid ass, nigga.
Do that nigga how Brad Pitt did Orlando Bloom's brother in Troy and ride off with that nigga's body tied to the fucking chariot. Right in front of the kingdom.
Listen, I don't give a fuck if you come with no. Hey, listen, if you come with Indian bars, you're gonna die. You better come to rap, boy. I'm gonna embarrass you with the rap skills, nigga. Nigga, I'll smack you, nigga. He said I'll smack your whole tribe. That nigga crazy. That nigga Lex is like 4'11", talking about he'll smack somebody. Dude, you're 4'11". We can see your fucking feet on your ID, you little midget. Shut up, you midget.
That boy can stand up under a chair.
Bro, he's related to that's Seti's cousin.
Yeah, that's Seti's cousin.
Are
Yeah,
you
that's
serious,
Seti.
bro?
That's Lex. Yeah, that's Sinetta. I mean, that's
Serious.
him,
I'm saying
having Sinetta cousins. They should be snorting it up together. We're gonna talk about that during the battle, man. Like I said, everything I said is all facts. Everything I'm saying is all facts, gang. Everything I'm saying is all facts. We gonna get this nigga Lex the fuck out of here.
I can't believe he gonna battle you, bro. I'm like, I
I
can't even
really don't think it is. That's why I ain't gonna write to like it's. I ain't gonna write to like it's 3 weeks till, cause I know he ain't gonna close it off then. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till like 3 weeks in, then start writing for this nigga.
that nigga ain't gonna be over the phone in a Zoom battle. He don't want to look at you.
I'm gonna kill this dude. He's gonna get embarrassed. I'm gonna show up with props and everything for this nigga. I got something for him. I got something for this nigga. I got something for him.
She trying to surf this nigga.
I got something for this weirdo. I got something for this weirdo flip flopping ass nigga. He came over here meat sucking. He came over here meat sucking the Aborigine because we was popping over here after the Pan Africans and Sinetta kicked you out. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, we're gonna talk about all that, nigga.
I got your back, Ab. I'm gonna send you.
He gotta kill the Aboriginals and come back to the Pan Africans, bro.
I'm gonna send you a nice amount of change on Cash App, bro. I got your back.
I already know Big Dog. Shout out to Big Dog, man. Always support the movement, man. Make sure y'all support the movement too, man. Make sure y'all support the movement out there, man. Hit that like button, support the channel. Share the live stream. Oh, I get it now. Bap just exposed
support your people. Support our people.
Hey,
keep supporting our people.
Cosmic
keep
Kill.
supporting our people, man.
Cosmic Kill. Listen, if you listen, I'm giving y'all little snippets, but what y'all gonna hear in the battle, he gonna be totally exposed. He gonna be like Adam and Eve in the garden, nigga. Totally exposed, nigga.
That part.
Because he a mystic Christian. So we're gonna put this mystic Christian right where he need to be.
Hey, and Scheme's lame as hell too, bro. That's the thing, man. Niggas really be lame though.
Hey, let me talk to you right quick. Let me talk to you right quick, Brown Wolf. Did you catch the last battle, gang?
Yeah, hell yeah. I was in there. You said I was in the chat. Yeah.
You did what? They said them bars was them bars right to you? Was the bars fire, fam?
Bro, listen. Listen.
Let's talk about it.
Listen. Hey, bro. Them niggas slept on all your bars, bro. Niggas was sleeping. I caught everything. I caught the setups. I caught the in between bars. I caught the punches, the angles. I caught all of it, bro. Your shit was killing theirs, man. And I think I don't think they get the format to really saying some shit that stick with me. You know what I'm saying? And then they wasn't talking no information. It was just like some rapidy rap shit for rap's sake. You know what I'm saying? Instead of hitting you with punches that mean something. So even when you were saying some of the punches that were like historical information, you laid it out to where I could receive it versus like rapidy rap. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what I'm saying. These niggas be sleeping.
Nah, you was punching, my nigga. You was punching back to back, and then you was leading up to every punch with a bar. So
you see what I'm saying?
Bro, I wanted to slow them shits down. I wanted to stop them. I'm like, this nigga AP, bro. They're not up to date with it, so they don't look for it.
They don't get it, bro. That's what I'm saying.
And you gotta watch
Lex gonna die.
Yeah, I can't even see Lex saying nothing that rhyme. You know what I'm saying?
Me neither. Who has this nigga battle? Like, who has he battled, bro?
And it's my thing too. Like when I say lame, I mean like this is the thing. You gotta be confident. You gotta be sure of yourself. Even
like he's a cornball. He ain't even gonna
look.
The
only thing confident is that goofy ass laugh. That's the only thing to be confident.
Come on, bro. I'm saying like niggas really be like soft and corny and just goofy and silly. Versus like AP, I just see a real nigga. Like at least my nigga real. Like he really stand on what he rapping about. Versus a nigga
that's a fact. That shit be all real bars right there.
Yeah, nigga. I want to fight after that shit. I'm like, nigga talking to you, nigga. Y'all over here rapping and being goofy. I'm like, nah, this nigga AP trying to tell y'all something. So,
like, what the fuck is say some shit about Timbuktu or some shit, nigga. What the fuck? Like,
Them niggas are saying all types of random shit. So I'm just like, it's not even close. I mean, it's like you taking it serious and they just having fun rapping it, doing a little rapping
Yeah,
shit.
that's why I said, man, these niggas ain't even on my level, man.
Nah,
Like,
hell
I
no.
come with real URL bars, man. Like some
Yep.
shit that'll be on a smack scene, nigga.
Yep, nigga, what? I'm in there watching like it's smack. I mean, this bitch
Y'all
turned.
niggas didn't even catch man. I ain't gonna say no bars, man. Fuck it.
Look,
If
I was
y'all
writing
know
them
some,
down,
if
cuz.
y'all know some bars, say some of them bitches in the chat, man. If y'all
Look, I
know
was
some.
writing them down. I'm about to look at it. I got some. I'm pulling some up, but yeah, it wasn't even close, man. And I feel like the way you're doing it is like it's honorable. Is forward thinking versus like just some nigga spinning in a circle. You really was rapping shit that people that don't even watch battle rap, they can learn from what you were saying.
That's what I'm saying. These
Yeah.
niggas don't even talk like that, bro.
Yeah, they don't talk like that. It's very like it's not.
That's
It's
the
not.
bro. That's the genetic Aboriginal code. You know what I'm saying? So the
Hey, what
words
you
and
said in the
all
other
that,
battle? You said
you gotta
ABO.
have a certain, you know what I'm saying, processing informational capacity to be able to, you know what I'm saying, to see through
What I
the.
said in the last battle, I said these niggas want me to take a 23 and me so they can see what it say.
Yeah.
When American blood types is ABO,
ABO.
nigga, that's elbow in my DNA. Nigga,
What are we talking about?
these
all
niggas
of the above.
What we talking about? And the battle been over because you rapping real shit. That man, what you say? You told that man make him put the metal to his own face. Brace yourself. What?
Man, that was hard as fuck. That was hard as fuck.
Nah, hey.
That nigga said you still believe in shit from Melville, Scotiavic. I was like, whoa.
Nah, look, hey, they didn't even catch it. That man said we the guardians of the galaxy. I hit this coon with a rocket. Now he talking to a stick. What? I hit that coon with a rocket. Now he talking to a stick.
Yes, because in Guardian of the Galaxy, the coon name was Rocket. Nigga, what the fuck? Y'all niggas are
He talking to a stick, group. I was like, hey, y'all lost, bro. This nigga AP talking crazy. I was like, they lost, man. I can't remember nothing they were saying, bro.
Yeah, I said I'll make a quick incision. I said I had a different mission. Put the blade to a scalp, then make a quick incision. It'll go on one temple and out the other, like it switched religions. Y'all niggas though.
That sounds like some surgical shit to me, my brother. Some surgical shit.
That nigga was doing surgery on these niggas, bro.
Man, play the clip. Play it.
I hope they taking notes too. Y'all
I can't even play the clip.
Some surgical shit right there, bro.
On my battles on his channel because he a lame ass nigga. He took my battle down because he lame as fuck.
He took it down?
Oh, man.
He took all my battles down because I've been trashing this nigga.
Well, can you recite it? Could you recite it, AP?
Hey, let me say this.
Hey, that
real
was dope
quick.
with that abo though. That was dope with
Hey,
that.
let me say this real quick. All I was
Nigga
trying
like
to
that.
do was support the artists in the community, man.
Yeah, that part.
You know, the younger generation. I'm gonna say this. I play all the
Man,
Aboriginal
y'all missed the gumbo. I said
on my channel, man. Send me your music,
AP
man. I'll
recite
play
it.
it. I promise, man.
I said fuck LV. I said fuck LV. If his tone start raising, I start gun butting him until his nose start breaking. Dog ate the magazine, so it ain't far fetched that he'll need a bone replacement. Y'all didn't even
Bro, it's not far fetched. He need a bone replacement.
Man, y'all niggas don't catch shit like that.
That was sickening, man.
What you say? Blow his brains 10 feet. It's a distant memory.
Yes,
Come on, bro. Come on, dog. They don't talk that hard, bro. It was
Second verse.
Then what I say? I said it's the part where I start extorting niggas. Like I stab him, leave a knife in him, and y'all gonna have to pick it out like abortion clinics. What?
Yep.
I said, in other words, this bitch came in heavy but left with a portion missing. This bitch came in heavy but oh my god, man, this nigga lame. They don't get shit, man. Y'all niggas suck.
They like it too. Hey, AP, they knew it was hard too. They just it ain't got that real nigga gene, so they ain't gonna give it up. You know what I mean? They liked it though.
They were trying to linger and fuck around for like a little bit, try to get some information and shit. Though,
What I
trying
said
to
in the first round, I said a bullet will hit the skull of your sis, and that'll really fuck up her posture. Scoliosis. What?
Come on, bro.
Damn.
That nigga Scheme thought he had it though. He thought he knew. He thought he knew what true level was.
Nah, man.
Then I said I'll put all their chins to the test like Squid Games. This stupid nigga Lex didn't even get that bar, man. That nigga
I know. Like that Chinese shit.
Right.
Yeah. It wasn't even close, AP. I ain't gonna hold you, man. It was like I'm just glad you
They
got
slept
over
on my gas station scheme, my
it.
mini mall scheme. They slept on all that shit.
The gas station that was in the second, right? At the end of
That
your
was in
second.
the third. In the third.
Okay. Yep. The gas station scheme, the Citgo, the Exxon, all that. It's like, yo.
Man, that nigga Lex is a fucking weasel.
I just want them to come with some information, man.
What's
Yeah,
up?
yeah.
What up, you lame fake Indian? You gonna die, boy. You gonna die, boy. Remember who
your ass
remember who your daddy is.
Your ass
Nigga.
liable to flip flop to being an Indian by the time a battle is with your flip flop and switch walking ass nigga. Are you a girl today or a boy? Nigga? We don't know you. You flip flop so much. I don't know if you a girl or a little boy today, nigga.
Y'all niggas so concerned about my motherfucking mental psychology. You need to flip flop. You niggas been saying the same bullshit for 5-10 years. Ain't built shit. Nobody believes you.
Coming from a
Pan-African feather wearing ass nigga.
Coming from a Pan-African who been talking since 1912. But we've been saying the same shit for 5 years. Bitch, you been saying the same shit for 100 years.
I done moved on. What y'all need to talk about every day? I'm not an African. I'm not an African. We get it. You don't want to be African. You self-hating Africans. Nobody in the world believes you.
Been talking the same
Nobody
shit
in the world believes you. You wasting your time. You ain't got no goddamn
20 years in.
You wasting your time, bro. And matter of fact, I'm gonna show you something, bro.
Lex, how many personalities do you have from flip flop?
But I want to know if you're being serious. You thinking? Hold on, Lex. Do you not?
Hey, how this nigga gonna say we ain't said nothing in 5 years, but this stupid nigga a Pan-African saying the same shit since 1912.
No,
Y'all
I
been
haven't.
saying the
No,
same
not.
shit since
Bro,
1912.
let me tell you
Shut
something,
up, you
AP.
mystic Christian.
You don't have enough knowledge to battle me. You don't have enough wordplay.
I'm gonna talk to you about
You don't have enough. You don't have enough wordplay. Your delivery.
Nigga.
You sound like a half white
you ain't
boy.
Never even
You
battled.
sound like a white boy, bro.
You never even battled, nigga. We don't want to hear shit about
I've been battling for years.
You
just said
you an old ass nigga trying to battle me, nigga. You ain't coming with that cannabis shit. Who the fuck have you battle, midget boy?
Man, I've been battling before you even thought about a battle.
Nigga, you can't fuck
you
with
don't
me,
know how to
midget boy.
write, bro. All you doing
can't
is
fuck
copying
with me,
battle
midget boy.
rappers. You don't
Midget
have your
boy.
own style. You're a
Midget
generic
boy. You can't
lying
fuck
ass
with me.
nigga.
Midget boy.
Self looking like you from
can't
Kenya,
fuck
talking
with
about you's a
me.
fucking Indian. All you niggas is
You-
lame ass
You
pseudos,
can't
bro.
fuck with me,
And I'm gonna
midget
show
boy.
you, bro. And
You
I'm
know
gonna
you
show you
can't
what time.
fuck
I'm gonna
with
show
me,
you what
man.
time it is.
Then bring your African bars in, Lex.
But don't ever
Yeah, bring
disrespect.
some African stuff, Lex.
Man, I'm gonna
Talk
disrespect
about
Dr. Ben
Timbuktu
so
and all that
bad.
shit,
I'm
bro.
gonna disrespect Dr. Ben, Sheikh Anta Diop, and Dr. Joseph Glenn Clark so bad, nigga. You
John
gonna
Henry
piss on
Clark.
yourself.
Hey,
Nigga, I
I'm
don't give a fuck who that
dead with the
nigga is. He a
African
lame
bars.
old ass nigga, man. We don't give a fuck about you.
I just
We're
want to know
gonna
what he
talk
knows.
shit about
What do
you,
you know,
nigga.
Lex?
We're gonna talk about you and Sarnetta kissing. Yeah, we're
What
gonna
you?
talk about all that gay shit you did on Sarnetta, nigga. We're gonna talk about all that, nigga.
I hope he ain't give you AIDS, bro.
Yeah, who you think Sarnetta got it from? We're gonna talk about it.
Let me tell you something.
I want to know
You
what you know.
can't deal with Dr. Ben. None of your pseudo information that you
Man,
pull out
Dr.
the
Ben
air.
was a retard that never
is a
even went to
damn Puerto
college. That nigga
Rican.
used to be a janitor at the college getting
You have
information.
nothing.
He didn't
You
even
have
go to
nothing.
college for real. He was a janitor there,
I
nigga.
heard.
He ain't
That
got
nigga
no
ain't even a
fucking
doctor.
degree.
How you gonna?
He don't
How,
got no fucking degree,
how
nigga.
is
We
a
gonna
how,
kill that
how is
nigga.
a dude that thinks the moon is a spaceship gonna battle the Great Vortex? You think the moon
What do
is
you
a
know,
spaceship?
Vic?
You
But
pseudo
what do you
ass
know, though?
niggas.
Nigga,
Hey,
you so slow,
Pseudo ass.
nigga.
And nigga, you're the laughing
Vortex
stock of
your ass to a whole
consciousness.
different dimension after
You're
you
the
start fucking
laughing
with us.
stock of consciousness.
No, the laughing
You're
stock
the
is you
laughing
because
stock
you've been
of
trying to steal
consciousness, bro.
LV. You've been trying to steal
Fuck,
LV crowd, nigga. You don't even do
what
conscious
the
shit,
fuck,
nigga.
LV?
You do
Fuck
reviews
LV.
like what LV do, nigga. You's a cock rider.
LV's
Stop
a
riding my nigga. Stop riding my nigga LV cock, nigga, and go do your own thing. That was supposed to be a battle league. Now you on LV dick.
what
Nigga.
I
We're gonna
want to
talk
do on my
about that,
channel.
nigga. No, we're
Yeah.
gonna talk about that during a battle, nigga. You're
The LV.
dead.
You know what? I'm gonna let you pseudos talk, man.
This gonna be turned
Just
up.
show up on
LV,
August 20th, bro.
Hey, but I just want to know what you know though. Like I'm not. I just want to know what you know. Like you
know how
saying
to
like
rap, Lex.
Man, tell your dick sucking minions don't even talk to me, nigga. I don't talk to dick sucking minions, nigga. I don't talk to dick sucking minions, nigga.
Your minions,
I'm
nigga. Where's your
talking to a
minions,
boss,
cuz?
nigga.
Yo, this
Talking to a
nigga's
boss,
deep,
Lex,
nigga.
I know
everything you
this.
learn. Hey,
Talking to
Lex,
a boss,
hey,
nigga.
Lex.
I will clock you in
Lex, you
real
got
life.
no
Nigga.
protection
Shut up,
on,
nigga.
cuz. Shut up.
So Lex, you a boss of the mud hut?
I don't talk to
Ain't
dick
nobody working
sucking
for you,
minions,
Lex,
nigga.
bro. You
Shut
broke
up.
as fuck.
I don't talk to dick sucking minions, nigga. Do you hear
Y'all
me?
niggas be smoking that gasoline up there in
We'll
New York
tell
State, bro.
Schemes.
Come on,
We'll
man.
tell
Him a dick
Schemes to get
sucking
out the
minion.
chat,
Ain't you a
then.
high of a
Listen,
minion?
the
But
rest of
stop
you,
talking to Schemes,
the rest of
then.
you, the
Definitely,
rest of
cuz.
Hit boy.
the rest of you self-hating Africans, you gotta talk to my
But who
secretary.
is
State
the
Man,
secretary,
listen.
nigga. You gotta
Listen.
talk to my
You got no,
secretary,
you work for your
secretary,
own
nigga.
minions, nigga. They run you,
But
Listen.
you
cuz.
don't claim
We
Take a
you
gonna
have.
DNA
help you
test, nigga.
starving ass Africans
Take
out,
a
man. You
DNA
starving
test.
ass
Take a
Africans. We
DNA
gonna
test, nigga.
Oh,
You
we
can do a
is,
DNA
we is,
test and
we
pseudo
is,
right.
we is, we is, we is, we is. We gonna
Hey,
test
yo.
my cat.
Yeah,
I bet my cat
I
come
tell
from
you what,
Ghana, huh?
AP,
I
this is
bet
what
my
I
cat
want you to
come from
do.
Ghana, huh? We're gonna
I tell
test
you
my
how,
cat slobber, nigga.
I tell
We
you
gonna
what,
see if my cat come from Ghana.
I tell you
Stupid
what.
ass nigga.
Do the whole
Rape
battle
capital Africa.
in the Indian
Rape
language. Why don't you do that, AP?
Man,
I bet you
listen,
can't do
whole
it.
battle in
listen.
the
Put it
I bet
like
African
you
this.
can't
language.
do it.
Lex, we
I
know.
bet you can't do it. I
Hold
bet
on,
you
You
hold
can't
on,
do
know.
it.
Lex,
Lex,
one
Rap,
chance.
Hold
rap
on,
in
y'all,
Algonquian, nigga.
stop, hold
You
on. Do
can't
y'all
do
not?
it,
Do
you
you not
fake
know?
Lex,
ass.
Lex,
Guess
one
what,
chance
nigga?
rap in
And guess
Lex,
what? Your ass can't
y'all.
rap in Swahili. Your ass
Hold
can't
on.
rap
Hey,
in
y'all.
Bantu. Your ass
Listen,
can't rap in nothing, nigga. We
English
about
is,
to clear the.
hold on. We made
Hold
English.
on, y'all. We
We
about to
are
clear
rapping
this thing
language.
out real
Yeah,
quick.
AP.
Silly, bro.
Hey, P,
Hold on,
man, what's
AP.
good, man? What a respect
English is
for y'all,
can't. Hold
man.
on,
This
y'all.
nigga,
Hold on.
that nigga Lex
Somebody.
worse than niggas, man. Where
Let's
y'all
Hey,
let's
hey,
respect
hold
hold
at,
on.
on.
man?
Hey, hold
That's
on.
right.
Ghana,
That's
Ghana
right.
Let me say
Stepper,
this.
That's
Ghana
right.
Let me
Stepper,
say
Ghana
Purge
Stepper.
you
Don't
niggas.
hold on, Ghana Stepper. We ain't gonna do that, big dog.
No,
Listen, when
let
he
him tell
came
it
over,
like
hey,
it is, nigga.
hold on. When he came over here, it was already popping. He started trying to
No, it
cocksuck
wasn't.
us. I pulled
No, it wasn't.
my
listen.
motherfucking zipper
He
up,
don't even
dog. I
Man,
didn't want that nigga
when
doing
I
nothing over
came
here.
out,
Listen,
Lex.
when I
Lex.
came out, nobody
Hey,
even knew who
Ghana
a
Stepper,
fucking
Ghana
AP
Stepper,
was,
Ghana
nigga.
Stepper,
You was a
Ghana
little
Stepper,
nigga.
Ghana
You was
Stepper.
a little
Hey,
nigga.
when he came
You
over
was a
here,
little
my
nigga.
nigga Unconscious one already had 10, 20,000 views, nigga. He was, and listen, AP was
And
already popping,
nobody,
nigga. He
yeah.
tried to come over here and suck on us. I
He
pulled
was
my
talking
zipper
that
up and told
Moorish
that
shit,
nigga kick
bro.
rocks,
Those
nigga.
are from the
You see what I'm
Moors.
saying?
But
That
Big
That
nigga
was
ain't
AP,
fucking
Moorish.
look,
with
I
us,
ain't
cuz.
scared
Those
to
were
none of your
That
Moorish
mouth,
nigga ain't
dudes,
brother.
fucking
nigga.
with us,
You gotta
cuz.
keep it
That
real, though,
nigga ain't
brother.
fucking with us, cuz.
Unconscious one is a Moor, nigga.
That
The
nigga know what the
Moor,
fuck he ain't.
y'all niggas,
He
y'all,
claim
first of all,
Aborigine, nigga.
you
He
act like
claim
y'all saying something.
Aborigine,
That's why
nigga.
he's talking over me. That's why he's talking, because you know the truth. The Moors
No,
started
nigga, we
this shit,
talking
nigga.
over you because you a
You,
midget, nigga. I
nigga,
talk
you
over you
nigga,
because you small,
you
nigga.
clowns.
If I talk in
Look up
front
to
of
us,
you
Lex.
with a low
You
tone,
look up
I'm
to us,
talking
nigga.
over you, nigga. You a little dude.
Nigga, Noble
But
Drew
nah,
Ali
AP,
is you
once
niggas'
he bailed
daddies,
on
nigga.
y'all, bro, y'all
Ask
kind
Root
of got in
Words,
y'all
nigga.
feelings, big dog.
Noble Drew Ali
No,
is your
we
master
ain't getting
teacher,
in his
nigga.
feelings, man. Listen, I'm gonna tell you. Listen, don't worry about it, Ghana Step. I'm gonna tell you the whole story during the battle round. My
Yeah,
second
tell the
round gonna be
story.
dedicated
I
to
hope you
telling
gonna
the
tell him how.
story with
I
this
hope you gonna tell him
weirdo,
how.
nigga.
I hope you gonna
Oh,
tell him
trust
how.
me,
Hey,
I'm gonna
Lex.
tell
Now
him
we gonna
everything.
I
I'm gonna
hope you
tell him
gonna
the
tell
stuff
him
that you don't
everything.
even
Yeah,
want me. Listen,
yeah.
I'm gonna tell him the stuff that you don't want me to tell him,
Tell
nigga.
him.
I'm
Tell him. telling them everything.
Tell how niggas learn everything.
Hey, yo. Tell them how you used to. Tell them how you used to be like.
Tell them how you.
Hey, yo.
Tell them how
Hey,
you.
like Lex, can you send AP the link so he can get on and drop
Hey,
some
Lex, we're gonna talk about your little
Can you
freaky
send a-
sexual
send
battles
the
you've
link?
been battling with yourself. You remember back then you was battling with your sexuality, nigga? Yeah, we're gonna talk about it, nigga. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it, nigga.
Hold up. It look like you battling yours right now.
Yeah, nigga, you've been battling with your sexuality since 2018, nigga. You've been battling with your sexuality. We're gonna talk about it. It's about to get nasty, nigga.
Yo, mic check. Yo, can y'all hear me? Mic check.
I hear you, None. You got the flow, None.
What up with it, bro? Yo, fuck
What's
all that
going
dumb
on?
shit. Yo, check this out, yo. For Father's Day, right? I'm gonna show y'all where I'm at, right? I drove out here just for y'all, yo. You know what I'm saying? Since we talking about Benjamin Banneker, right? Now, This right
Just
here.
make sure you ain't on that red man land. You kick your ass.
This is some pseudo
Fuck that.
shit, bro.
This the house right here, nigga. This the house right here. Benjamin Banneker was born in right here. This is his house.
So what's your
See
point?
that?
He
That's
never
the
claimed to be an
that's the
Indian,
foster
nigga.
home. That's the foster home.
He never
Lexington.
claimed to
Nah,
be
it
an
ain't.
Indian. So
This
what's
a
your
park
point?
right here. We gonna go around the
Benjamin
side.
Banneker was an African, sir.
Hey, bisexual,
Okay.
Lexual, shut the fuck
Check
up,
this
man.
out.
He was an African,
So
sir.
shut up.
Bisexual,
Yo,
Lexual.
Lexual.
Yo, hold on.
Bisexual,
Out of here.
Lexual. Nigga, shut up. Bisexual, Lexual. Bisexual, Lexual.
Let's go around the side, yo, real quick.
Hashtag bisexual, Lexual in the chat. Yeah.
Bisexual, Lexual.
Hey, man, that's
Vortex.
good shit, nonetheless.
Check out the house, yo. All right, real quick. Let that nigga talk. No, he wants to.
Man, shut the fuck up.
Hey, yo, I want to say bye to you bitch ass, fake ass Indian niggas. I see
Bisexual.
Hey, P, I'm gonna
Bisexual,
make an example out of you, nigga. I'm gonna show niggas.
Bisexual, Lexual. We're gonna talk about your struggling sex habits, nigga.
I'm gonna show niggas what I do to my disrespectful sons, nigga.
Man, we're gonna disrespect you so bad, nigga. We're gonna talk about your little retarded ass. We caught your ass.
Hey, yo,
When we met you, nigga, you was a struggling Pan-African that used to pee on themselves. Shut
You
up.
should be paying extra homage to me today, nigga. It's Father's
You was
Day.
a struggling Pan-African that used to
You
pee on
niggas
themselves,
are
nigga. Shut
disrespectful
up.
sons, nigga. It's Father's
Shut
Day.
up.
Pay
Shut up,
homage.
dirty nigga.
Pay
Shut
homage
up.
to your daddy.
Shut
That's
up,
why-
little
that's
dirty
why-
nigga.
Nigga,
Shut up.
you look like the gay predator, nigga.
Shut up, little gay nigga. You a little
like
dirty
the
nigga.
gay
We're
predator,
gonna
nigga.
talk about your little dirty ass.
A stone farmhouse. A stone farmhouse.
Nigga look like a gay lizard out this motherfucker with the fucking ugly ass Medusa locks coming out.
Hey
your
man,
head,
listen,
nigga.
that shit ain't gonna work when we start talking about your
I see you.
sexuality preferences,
on
nigga.
August 20th,
Yeah,
nigga.
when we start talking about your sexuality preferences, that shit ain't gonna work, nigga. So trust me, nigga, you gonna die bad. You exposed, nigga.
Lex
I
is a
can't believe
straight
you
up
even took
Karen,
this battle, nigga.
Hey,
Lex,
AP,
you a
where did this
Karen,
clown
nigga.
get that Noble
You
Drew
a
Ali
Karen, Lex.
claim from?
You're a fucking Karen. That's what you are, Lex.
He a fucking Karen.
Hold on, AP, where did this clown get that? Oh, the Aboriginal ideology was started by Noble Drew Ali when Negroes already had the knowledge that
Man,
they
you gotta
were
come with them stupid
Indians.
crack
Hey, but
smoking
listen,
Dr.
we gotta realize.
Ben niggas, one of them crack smoking Hotep niggas he used to listen to.
The colonizer
Does he not know that Pan-Africanism was started by a bunch of white
That nigga
supremacist
named
think tanks?
LEXGBT. That nigga part of the weirdo community. Man, listen, this nigga a booty boule. That nigga, listen, we know all about this boy.
And I don't know
So,
why they.
bro,
I
y'all
don't know
trying
why.
to say
I don't know.
Benjamin
That
Banneker
nigga a black
was Benjamin
Karen. That's what
Franklin?
he is.
Oh,
A
that's
black
just
Karen.
bullshit.
Nigga,
We never said that Benjamin Banneker was Benjamin Franklin. Those Wait, two different people.
Hey, if you want to know what I was saying, man, you got to go back and catch the live stream, man.
Oh, that's a bet. That's a bet. That's a bet.
Go back and
Hey,
catch
can
it,
I
man.
ask him
So
a
dope
question,
ass
Apollo?
live stream.
Can I ask him a question, Apollo?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, Benjamin Banneker. You was like, oh, Benjamin Banneker and Washington and all that stuff. Okay, who made the cities over here? That's what I want to ask you. Did Benjamin Banneker make them, or the Europeans, as you're going to say, made them?
Benjamin Banneker and all
planned
other.
out the cities and all of that, I would have to look into that.
You
But
don't know
it's
who made
just
the cities over
it's
here.
just it's just it's just
you a
assumed
simple
that
question,
the
sir.
Hey, Donna
colonizers made it.
Stepper, let me talk to you right quick while I got a
Yeah,
chance.
what's up?
I follow Donna Stepper, y'all. Let me talk to my
bro,
brother
you
right
still at
quick.
the point to
Hey,
assume and accept what the colonizers
did you
laid
know,
out, bro.
Lex?
That was wrong
Listen,
too.
like I was telling you, bro. Lex came over here when we had it popping, fam. I ain't even gonna lie to you, gang. You, if anybody know that, when he was over there, when we was over there beating up on Sonetta, he was over there with Sonetta. When Polite was over here touching little girls, he was over there promoting them and shit, saying he cool. You feel what I'm saying? So listen, fam, don't get it twisted around here. We ain't with that. Lex came over here to try to get it cracking, and we kicked that weird ass nigga out. And not when he was over here, we fucked with him, but he was struggling with his sexuality. You feel what I'm saying? That nigga was a dirty ass nigga too. Like physically, he was dirty. You feel what I'm saying?
Man,
You see what I'm saying?
that brother's a half. He a half a white boy from Boston, man, and the white
I
boys
just see
run
it
them
from
niggas
how
out there.
when he turned back from the Indian thing, like y'all brothers, it's like
He
it's a
never
vicious high.
turned.
He never turned away from the Indian thing. We never was pushing. We pushed Aboriginal. We was talking about Omak Nation. You see what I'm saying? So when he went to go be on the dark side, he never left the Aboriginal information. He just went to the dark side. That's what y'all think. That's what y'all think he did. You see what I'm saying?
One thing I would say about y'all movement, but that sparked off a thought in my mind, and what everybody should do, they should look at their family lineage for the last 200 years, because it was a lot of finagling going on with our people around
Right.
that time. They got tricked out of land, they got moved off their land. So that's a good, that's one thing I
Massacre.
would say came good about this, because whereas we really do need to look into that, because there's a lot of land that been finagled from African Americans that came on these shores. And
Listen.
and the Africans that was here before slavery.
Hey,
Because
Donna
they had
Stepper.
Africans here before slavery.
Donna
What
Stepper.
African is that?
Hey, Donna Stepper. You know,
Y'all
Legacy
see
ain't
these
stopped
bricks?
at a wife's titty. And he was talking about it.
What name these Africans? Name these infamous phantom Africans that was here before, quote, the little narrative or timeline of slavery.
Wait. Name the Africans that was here before slavery.
That you
Yeah,
just
name
talking
one.
about
Name one African that was here before the 1600s.
Oh, you have a lot of them. That's how they
No, we
came
don't
here.
want to say we're not gonna
I
go
mean,
through
but
all
what
the
you gotta
genealogy.
understand is that
Name one. Name one prominent one. The one that set the standard and motherfucking nigga set the stage for Africa, nigga making shit and providing it to the world. One. Uno.
wait, I'm not really understanding your
Okay, well then
question.
don't come here claiming that shit, because we got facts and already studies and shit that's been proven and right and exact that already debunks that shit. That's why it's so hard for you
So,
to come up with one.
Hey,
so
One.
the
listen, I ain't
perspective of
But
the
gonna
I'm
lie.
Pan
not I'm
Listen,
Africans
not
claiming
understanding
like,
your
hold on,
question.
wait.
I'm not understanding your question. You saying
hold on,
name a
y'all.
person that
So
came in
Hold
the
on,
America,
y'all.
perspective of
said
what
he was an
Hold
Ghana
on. Hold
Step
on.
is saying.
Hold on, y'all. Y'all niggas gotta calm down, gang. Listen, we ain't about to go down that road. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm about to end the live stream because I gotta go. I was being supposed to end this bitch. You know what I'm saying? I just want to talk shit to that weird ass nigga Lex for coming on because I'm about to smoke that nigga August 20th, nigga. That's all I wanted to talk about before we end it. But we about to get out of here. I appreciate everybody for tapping on. Shout out to my brother nonetheless. Shout out to Benjamin Banneker house, man. I'm gonna put this on the screen while we get ready to close out. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to Root Words, Brown Wolf, Big Dog, Philly OG, nonetheless, Cosmic Man, Ghana Stepper, Back Creek, Tyron, and Chief Jonesy, man. Shout out to everybody on this motherfucker, man. We about to get ready to get out of here. Peace and blessings to all the American Aborigines in the chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell. And don't forget to share the live stream. Hey, if y'all want to support the channel, tagged at the bottom right of the screen. But listen, we about to get out of here. Shout out to my brother Hawk School. If you ain't following Hawk School, make sure y'all go follow Hawk School. That's the second latest motherfucking live stream on our podcast. He go hard, he keep it real, raw, and authentic, and he killing you with the fire information. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my brother Hawk School. If you ain't following Hawk School, go follow Hawk School, man. Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Y'all had y'all. This was a fire bill. Y'all know I'm coming with
Yeah,
some heat
peace,
tomorrow.
everybody.
Y'all know I'm coming with some heat tomorrow, so make sure y'all just tap in.
And hey fam, and then we got to check that. I'm gonna send you the link on the Raw Hayes. Talked about how they exposing how they finding the Egyptian motherfucking shits over here in America now. They're going and exposing that. So all this little African noise, all y'all's little house of cards was falling down.
That's what's up. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man.
231.
Man, get that to me. Shout out to Gideon, man.
Slightly.
Shout out to Ghana
Because them
Stepper,
niggas
man,
don't
for
get there
coming
on
through.
time.
Make sure y'all subscribe, hit that like button. Shout out to Tyron too, man. Peace to you for coming on. We out of here, y'all.
All
Make
right,
sure y'all hit
peace.
that like button, man. Support the channel, man. Support the channel. Hit the like button. All that good stuff, man.
Hey,
With
also
that
shout
being,
Brown Wolf, man. Hey, y'all, hit me if y'all
oh
want to
yeah,
put art in the museum, man.
shout to my
Yeah,
nigga, shout out to my nigga Brown Wolf on this bitch, man. Make sure you
yeah.
drop the link and all your articles to your museum. Keep doing what you're doing.
Hit me up, y'all.
You're setting the standards, man. Shout out to
Drip check,
everybody in the
drip
chat.
check.
You already know drip check, man. You already know the vibes, man. With that being said, we out of here. Peace and blessings to all the American Aborigines, man. Look at my brother going up to Benjamin Banneker house, man, the ancient Aboriginal architect of the city of Philadelphia and Baltimore. So let's get it, y'all. With that being said, we out. It's your brother, Big Aboriginal Power. We gone.
Whatever it takes. The Hellyway.
Coco, this your season right now.
They won't see me. They won't let me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stirrup. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid, yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stirrup. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid, yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I put attention, all of my blood, all of my veins. They started with perky, now that hair run up his veins. You started with serving, now them drugs drove you insane. Started with dealing, I grew up with killers, they taught me the game. I got some niggas that die behind, and that shit won't never the same. I know some niggas that lie behind, and that bullet had his name. Ain't no reason to cry about, cause that shit won't never change. MTF the 4th and P, my niggas can't get out the game. I gotta sleep with one eye open, been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stirrup. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid, yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stirrup. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid, yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah.